Well, game, to be frank, I don't have to imagine that I'm out there. Swatting lies in the making. Because I'm about to go do it myself. Yeah, that's right. I need to make sure I load up the right file here. Good thing that was there, because I would have totally forgotten what I had to clarify on the beginning of this episode otherwise. Okay. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Persona 5, the Stream Edition. Feels like forever since we've ended one of these in the school. But anyway, last time we took care of taking Okumura's heart after sending the calling card, but some unexpected events that we're not exactly privy to in the party yet happened, and it's going to cause some really bad things to happen with the story when the 11th of October comes around in about a week. So, yeah, that's going to be a thing. But in the meantime, we have a bunch of spare time that we can spend hanging out with our confidants there, so we might as well do that. And then, you know, we'll be golden. We'll be, well, that was the last game. We'll be platinum or whatever the hell, again, they're going to decide to do with this if they ever re-release this game. I also would like to mention that I actually misspoke last time when it came to how the lockdown mechanic works. Because as it turns out, I was doing some resetting and stuff like that in order to save scum to get Jeteu, a null psionic skill. And every time I did it like probably 8, maybe 10 times. I got the same exact skill, and it was not null psi, it was dodge fire. And I was perplexed by this, so I looked it up, and as it turns out, when you put the persona into lockdown, the skill that it can get from lockdown is then set in stone as long as you leave the Velvet Room. So basically, like, if you put Jeteu in jail and then you like exit the dialogue with them, whatever skill he's going to get is set in stone for X number of days later. So basically, he's going to get dodge fire on the 5th because that's the day that they want me to get him out, otherwise he'll die. And there's nothing that I can do about that right now, so we're going to have to hold off on getting a nullifying psionic skill for this time, because by the time we get him out of there and then put him back in there, there aren't enough days left to where he'll actually get another skill. Like, we'll get him out this day, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 before the plan goes into action there. And I don't know how all of these story bit days that are going to happen throughout the rest of this month are going to happen, because the Culture Fest and midterms are coming up, so that's going to be story bits. And I don't know how that affects lockdown, to be honest with you. I couldn't find any clarifying information. But I do know it will take longer than that, because right now Shinya is at rank 3, so we probably won't be able to do that. So because of that, I am going to hold off on getting a nullifying psionic skill on Jeteu until the next main dungeon rolls around. We still won't need the nullify psi skill until not even the next dungeon. We mostly won't need it until the dungeon following that, so it won't be a big deal, basically, that I don't have it. But I just figured I'd let you guys know, yes, I totally misspoke last time about how lockdown works. I apologize for spreading misinformation, and I will try to do better to make sure that I understand my game mechanics next time before I just go spouting it off at the mouth there, so. Anyway, before we go hang out with Shinya today, because that's who we're going to go hang out with today, I need to go and get another calling postcard, if they're still selling them. I don't know. They should have, because usually they respawn and that sort of stuff once a week. But we will have to see when we head all the way down Central Street here. And then we'll come back and we'll go to Akihabara and hang out with Shinya there. And then we'll move on with our lives. Continue spending our free time.
What would you like?
Yep, it did in fact respawn. Good. I will take one, my good man. Just one of these things. I can probably use it for something. Is there anything I need to go to the Velvet Room for, incidentally? Probably nothing that I can't do on a different day. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I don't need to go to no stinking velvet room today. It seemed like I was doing good today in terms of my allergies, like I wasn't really having any sort of reaction. Then, of course, as soon as I'm done taking a shower, what happens? All of the mucus in my body suddenly starts to violently convulse and say, we need to get out of your body right now. It's like, I can't win, man, with this pollen season. It sucks. Anyway, let's go hang out with Shinya. He's not ready for a rank up today, and I'm pretty sure... let's see. Okay, Yusuke's not ready for a rank up. Futaba is, so we could hang out with her and get a rank up. But like I said before, I gotta kind of take it slow on Futaba's ranks there because, one, she has a Mementos request that comes up at rank 7, and two, if I don't want to leave her for a month where it's not happening because we're not going to Mementos again until, where is it? This day. So because of that, I don't want to leave Futaba hanging for upwards of a month on her request there. It just seems silly and bad to do, so we're going to try to spend our time a little bit more wisely. And today, the best way that I know of to spend time would be to spend time with Shinya to make sure he's ready for the next rank. So that's what we'll do. So let's study under that boy and learn some more shooting. And there you go, he's ready for the next rank. Good, good. Rank 4 go-go pretty soon. Later, Shinya. And today we're not going to be getting any Confidant ranks done because we're spending time with Hifumi as well, and she's not ready for her next rank either, so that's a thing. But she is available, so that's the most important thing. Hey, Carbon, how's it going? Okay, so we'll go and hang out with Hifumi today. I got the postcard that I needed. Excuse me. And then we'll go from there. I don't think there's too many other people available, right? Oh, yeah, it's available, but she's not ready for her next rank either. Oh, and Mishima's available. And it says he's ready for his next rank, but don't be fooled. He's not ready for his next rank. As far as I know, I think you're the only person in chat. Where's the viewer list? Is it right here? No, that's the rooms list. I don't want to look at that. No. I don't know. I don't know if I can pull up the viewer list from my chat on this Twitch app here. So you may just be, for now. It's okay, though. Alright, so let's head out to... Let's see, what's today? Monday? Okay. Ain't got nothing else to do either, so... I could buy more silk yarn, actually, thinking about it. Let's check it out. Yeah, he's got another black Kogatana, but I've got enough of those, so... Yeah, I'm sure they'll be here soon. I just didn't want to wait to, get started, because I feel like... Then it's like, It doesn't seem like the right thing to do, almost. I feel like I should just get started as soon as I get ready to go. I don't know. I probably could have waited a little longer, but I'm so late usually when I get started. I'm usually like 20 minutes to a half an hour after when I say on the schedule that I want to get started. The days when I'm actually like on time, I'd like to start on time, so I feel a little bit less like a slacker when that happens, when I can actually start on time, so I figure I gotta take advantage of it where I can, Alright, so let us go to Kanda Church and hang out with Hifumi for tonight. I have Neko Shogun, so we'll be good to go in that regard. Soon, Mr. Homeless Man, very soon we'll have something to do with you. But anyway, let's head out back here and pretend like this is actually the train taking us there, even though it's not, but, Yeah, that's pretty much it. Sometimes, I like to be on time when I feel like I can actually make it on time, but this isn't like a job or anything like that where it's important that I have to be punctual. I mean, I feel like I'm kind of doing you guys a little bit of a disservice when I'm not punctual, but at the same time, it's not like... Well, I guess it is a little different now because you guys are technically kind of paying me to do this to some degree. I don't know, the free entertainment model that I used to use might not work in this situation anymore. I might have to start being on time a little more often.
Good evening.
No, that's not going to happen, and you know it. Well, then why are we all wearing our winter clothing? Our winter school outfits if it's so warm still? Somewhere outside, huh? Well, I think I know a couple places outside where we can play shogi. I hope there's a table or something at the park. That's the only place I can really think of. Yeah, and that's where the game's gonna have us go anyway. So let's invite Hifumi to the park with us. I mean, there's probably like chessboards or something there, so we could just plop the shogi table on top of it.
I look forward to it.
Okay, sounds good. Wait, what kind of move are you talking about? Don't answer that. Well, it's a little more of a relaxed setting, I think. Well, that's the idea, isn't it? We come up with new moves and stuff that'll help you practice when you go to like regionals and stuff. So it is a good stimulator being out in nature there, isn't it? I'm glad to hear that, but yes, nature is very good for keeping you on your toes there.
Yes.
It's better than, well, it's a different setting than being in a, not necessarily better than, but a different setting than being cooped up in a church or a building all day. Keeps you thinking, and that's kind of the point with shogi. I mean, any competitive sports or any competitive game, you want to keep yourself thinking all the time because it lets you think more creatively and adapt to situations more easily when something pops up. Well, I'm glad that I'm such a fountain of knowledge for you there, Hifumi. What, do you think I'm actually gonna, like, start playing shogi, like, for serious here? Oh, boy.
Well, then.
Alright, sounds good. Where is the board, anyway? Did you pack it in your purse or something? It's kind of... Actually, yeah, your purse is a little too small for that. Maybe she has it in an absolute storage space. I don't know.
Okay.
Or it could be in my
Let's end here for today.
case there, but... I figure she's the expert here. Wouldn't she be the one to bring it with her? Oh, well. Guess it doesn't matter now. We played shogi, and I headed back and went for sleep. Yes, so many comments, Mr. Anon. I agree. Oh, and it's raining. Fuck, my hat. Oh, wait, I don't wear a hat. Never mind. People are still associating us with that? Jesus, we can't catch a break. That's what you think, slightly appalled guy. If you don't know, then why would you say it? Opinions. Of course, technically, we didn't kill Okumura. It was the real culprit. But, yeah. Well, anyway. So, normally, if I would be at a different rank with Makoto there, like if I wasn't at rank 8, if I was specifically at like rank 9 with her right now, or at rank 7, we'd be fine because most of her confidant stuff takes place indoors. So that's why she's available on rainy days most of the time. Unfortunately for me, at rank 9, it is an outdoor and indoor event, and because of that... Oops, hang on. Wrong button, sorry. Because of that, she's not available today. Neither is Yusuke, neither is Futaba, and neither is Shinya, so we have absolutely nothing to do today. So we're gonna go batting today because I did it last time, I know I did it last time and it's kind of redundant for me to do it again, but I went back on that event. Like, I reloaded before I did that event last time. So this time we're going to do it for real. We're not going to reload it this time, so. Okay, I was thinking I have to go to the library, but that's not today. That's tomorrow in-game, I think, because tomorrow I think we get some free time with Kawakami so we can finish reading Cry of Cthulhu, and then I can turn that back into the library and get another book. I went to open my notes up, and then I realized, oh shit, I need to get on the train before it closes up. Had to get to the next page there. Alright, so let's head all the way back out. Actually, no, I can get there without going in the rain. I'll just go down the other stairs there.
Just had to rain.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying there, random passerby. It just had to rain on the day that I could get Makoto to rank 9, didn't it? This is a down one, right? Okay. Would have felt a little weird if I was going down the up escalator there. At least it's not me falling down the up escalator. Holy cow. That's gotta suck. Man, it's like dingy down here. It looks like it's like... It might just be because of the rain, but it's probably like super humid down here. I gotta imagine we're all roasting inside of these trains because of all the humidity. Wonder if the station at Shibuya is actually that dark and gloomy when it's raining. Seems like it'd be the opposite, like the one at Yongen-Jaya there would look like that because it's a less populated part of town, but the one in Shibuya would be all super lit up and stuff. I don't know. Anyway. Actually, I'm gonna save right here.
Let's do it.
Just in case I mess up the batting. Because I'd like to get +2 proficiency out of it, so hopefully I won't mess it up. But we'll have more progress on our Confidants starting tonight because it's going to stop raining, so. Oh, you guys set up another new machine? Okay. So now they have all 3 of the different machines. I don't think there's one below advanced. There might be an ultimate one, but if it is, it doesn't really open up until like December or something, so I have no idea if it's there. We'll find out. But let's do the beginner one again. I've already shown this one on screen, like I said, but we reloaded that save, so I got to do it for reals this time. Well, ground ball. Yes. Contact is better than no contact, though, so there's a line drive.
Okay.
And we need to get a little higher to get a home run.
Yes.
Need to also hit it a little later. Then. There we go. Oh, you got to be kidding me, game. Well, I don't need the home run prize anyway. It's a muscle anklet, which is kind of a really crappy accessory at this point, so not that necessary. But you see the stars, you know what that means. We've maxed out another stat. We've maxed out our proficiency. We have become transcendent.
All right.
Cool. Now we get a revival bead for it, which is not bad.
Wanna head back?
It's a good little reward. Better than the muscle anklet, that's for sure.
Ah, you're back.
Yes, I am, boss. Yes, I am back. So, let's see here. I got EY, who needs help at the shop. I'll be done ignoring EY at the end of this week, so don't worry, we'll get to see him again soon. And Oya is thirsty again, but she's not ready for her next rank, if I remember right. Yeah, not yet. But Chihaya is available, and she is ready for her next rank, so that is where we're going to go tonight. So let's get off this mailbox and head out to Shinjuku. We'll have a chat with Chihaya about whatever she wants to talk about, because she said the last time she texted us, she said she had to tell us something, so we'll see. It's not a verification test tonight, but it could be something else altogether. So we'll see what she has to say. And then we'll go from there. Wonder if it's still all humid outside in the game. I mean, the sun, the sun would be out, but it's nighttime, so it's probably still humid from the rain earlier. So I'm just gonna stay indoors. Can't get my frizzy fro in a tizzy there. Can't think of another word, so I guess I'll just rhyme. Let's go to Shinjuku. Now, I think the next time that we need to take care of our plant is the 14th, if I remember right. Let me just double check. We did here 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, that's the next day we gotta take care of the plant. So it's good for another week or so. Week and a half almost. Just making sure I'm on top of things, that's all.
Oh,
And look, they've got the Halloween decorations up, although I think I mentioned that last time. Empress card's still coming up. Hopefully we'll get that resolved eventually, but... Oh, really? Okay. Wonder what she wants to tell us there. Well, let's check it out.
thank you.
What are the plans for today, Chihaya? Oh yeah, and what's that?
Here we
Your
go.
tarot cards are underneath a bunch of books. Did you go to Jinbocho while Hifumi and I were over there the last time? Is that what this is all about? Oh, really? Oop, sorry, bumped the mic stand there for a second. My bad. Well, man. Oh, okay. So you're kind of using like success and motivational books as a part of your advice, huh? Well, I didn't exactly like the aspect of you that kind of said, well, fate is absolute, so we'll leave them resigned to their fates. So I guess that this is definitely progress for you. Yeah, it sounds like you're working pretty hard at this. Well, yeah, exactly. That's all I've been telling you the whole time. You can't just be like, oh, well, this is how it's going to be, so sorry, you're screwed. As a fortune teller, you have kind of almost an obligation to say, well, this is how your future looks now, but here's some alternative solutions that you might be able to benefit from. I mean, you don't have to be... It would help if you're more worldly about, the alternative solutions, but... I mean, any little bit that you can give them will help them to escape from their fate. So... Oh, have you? And what's that? Yeah, the ones that don't have strong convictions, what about them? Oh, okay, well, I don't know if that'll make up for it, but that's... But what? Yeah. Oh, hello. Who's this broad? The chairman, huh? Didn't she mention the chairman the last time? Yes, her apprentice. You could say that. She does have a lot of clients.
Oh,
Yes, genuine good foresight. Well, we talked our way out of that one without even having him talk us down, so that's good. Yeah, who was that guy anyway? He said he was did he work for the chairman, or is he just like a friend of the chairman? What's going on? Okay. Oh, yeah, okay, I know better than to poke my head into a woman's private business. That's not a good thing. Well, he seemed like he was gonna... If I hadn't been here, I don't know what he would have done. He might have talked your ear off there. I mean, I guess. Wasn't that already the deal, Chihaya? Hey, Dudbun, how's it going? Well, anyway. Yes, so for finding out a little bit more about Chihaya's new philosophy on fortune telling, we get rank 5 of the Fortune Confidant, and we get a new ability, Fate Reading, which lets you take a look at some of the abilities that a confidant that you decide will have in the future. it's completely useless because you could just literally go on the internet and look that stuff up. So don't even worry about it because it does cost 5,000 yen just like the other ones, so it's totally not worth it.
All right.
Excuse me. But we're moving up in her rank there because she'll be ready for rank 6 the next time we want to hang out, so as long as we're keeping going, it doesn't matter if the abilities are crap. But yes, so you can check out abilities that are available in the future of a single confidant of your choice. Eventually, that she'll get an upgraded version of this that'll let you see every confidant's thing, but by the time we get to that point, it's going to be like December in the game, and we'll practically have everybody maxed out anyway, so it's like there's no rhyme or reason for ever using a fate reading, so just I'm not even going to worry about it, and you shouldn't either. Alright.
Goodbye.
Yep, later, Chihaya. Okay, there's some progress on confidants. Now we need to keep that trend going instead of just spending time with everyone and not ranking anybody up. It's kind of a mixed bag in terms of the rest of the time that we've got between now and the fallout from Okumura's change of heart. So, I made mention that I misspoke last time about how the lockdown mechanic works. It turns out when I was save scumming last night in order to get an ability for Jetaiyuf that nullifies his weakness to psi skills, I got the same ability every single time, and I save scummed like 8 or 10 times to do it. So I think that the ability is set in stone as soon as you put him into lockdown. So we're gonna grab him out of lockdown today because today's the day he's gonna get out of it, and we're gonna wait until the next time we have a bunch of free time, like the next time there's a palace available, before we put him back in, because it'll take too long if I put him back in today, and I don't know how story bits affect that, and I don't want him dying in lockdown because of it, because that can happen if you leave them for too long in lockdown. So, good morning, Anne. But other than that, not too much. We hung out with Shinya, we hung out with Hifumi, we went to the batting cages because it was raining and nobody was available, and then we just got to where Chihaya was, and that's where he came in, so. Yep, that's all we gotta do now. Everybody's all about this memento stuff. Yusuke asked me yesterday, and now you're asking me. I'll be honest with you, I don't feel like it. We did a lot already. Slow down. Mm-hmm. Yes, I do. Well, yeah, that's another reason. We only have one request in there right now, so that's not really going to help us. I understand, but we're going to go when it's convenient for all of us, and right now it's not convenient for me, so that means it's not unanimous, and that means we're not going. So.
Now.
Free time.
Well.
Oh boy. You'd think the teachers by this point would have been like, yeah, I got called out of my office today because somebody needed me, but then I got to the faculty office and there was nobody there. And then they'd be like, wait, really? I got called out of my office like 2 weeks ago and the same thing happened. Pretty soon they're going to find out what Kawakami's up to. Oh boy.
What do you want to do?
Alright, so let's read today. And finish up Cry of Cthulhu. And this is the last book that we actually have to read that will improve a social stat for us. After this, any reading that we're doing is either going to be so that I can gain some hangout spots for confidants, or just for the hell of it, so.
Wow.
Did you get to the part with Nyarlathotep yet, Joker? Is that even a part of Lovecraftian mythos? I don't remember. I gotta imagine. Well, I mean, it took some courage to read it because it's like, what, 400 pages? That's a lot to read in 2 sittings.
All right.
But we've improved our guts a little bit more. We're getting there. We're getting there. We will, though. We'll max out all of our social stats today before the change of heart happens, so. Well, anyway.
Yep.
Yes, she did. So that takes care of that. Now we gotta figure out who we're gonna hang out with today. And I know just the person. Oh shit, my phone! First. How did you guys get this number? Well, I guess I had to give them something so that Jetayu didn't die in lockdown, but I don't remember even giving it to you. Do I just have amnesia or something? Oh boy. Well, yes, let's go take Jetayu out of prison there. And then, oh my god, it's like it never ends. No, we're not going to Mementos today. Stop asking! They don't know when to quit, my partners don't. But yeah, so Jetayu is going to have the same ability that he had previously when I did this, when I go get him today. If my calculations are correct. But before we do that, we need to go and return this library book, so let's go do that too. Yeah, Igor probably knows it. You're probably right about that, since, you know, I am imprisoned there, so the fact that they let me out into the real world, they have to have some way of staying in contact with me. I can't just, like, drop unconscious in the middle of Central Street. That's a good way for me to get robbed. So, good point. Let's borrow a book. So, like I said, none of the readings that we have left to do. We've read this one all the way down through this one. So we have The Great Thief and Woman in the Dark, now that we have access to Haru's persona there. But we don't need either of these in order to max out our stats, because both of them are for stats we already have maxed out. So I'm going to read Woman in the Dark first. Not yet, but later. And then we'll come back and we'll grab The Great Thief, so that we know all about the persona that we use ourselves. And we'll know where he came from. Figure it seems more fitting to read about my own persona last. Could have done it first, but you know. I was busy reading books that would increase my guts at that point, so that didn't really work out. Okay, so for today, we need to, like I said, go get Jetayu, and then after that, we'll go hang out with Futaba. And then we'll be good to go. We'll keep up the momentum. Yeah, no love for Arsene. Not yet, Dudbun, but don't you worry. Arsene's going to get a ton of love in not too long, actually. We're almost to the level where I gain access to a couple of abilities that I'm going to give him that will be really useful on him, but also be really useful on other personas. And I'll explain exactly why I'm doing that when I get to that point. But trust me, it won't be long now. It may even happen at the end of the next dungeon, depending on what level we're at that point. But we'll see. We shall see. I heard you have a persona for me.
The rehabilitation.
Let's check it out.
Your turn, Caroline. Taking it out already?
Yeah, something like that.
Looks even stronger now.
I sure hope
You
so.
wanna let it out?
Hopefully he got a psionic blocking skill. God damn it. The next time we put him into lockdown, though, because I specifically wanted on Jetayu because I'm going to basically chain fuse the psi blocking skill up into something that needs it, that's going to be one of my ultimate personas. And that chain of fusions starts with Jetayu, so yeah. You done good, Jetayu, you done good. Disappointing, man. Anyway. But yeah, I basically, the chain of fusion starts with Jetayu, and it will go all the way up to a persona that I'm going to have at the very end of the game that is also going to know the final Psi skill that we gain access to, that single targeting, Psyodyne. But he doesn't, the persona that I'm going to have that on doesn't naturally nullify psionic attacks, so I want to make sure that he has access to it so that if for some reason it got reflected back at him at some point, or if I had to break him a Karakarn, it doesn't matter. He can just use it and then nullify it when it gets reflected back at him, so. But I suppose we can register that in the system there. I don't know why ISIS needed to be re-registered, but whatever.
Are you finished?
Yeah, I'm done, but next time you guys need to do a little bit better with that, so. Well, the next time that we put him in, like the next time we have free time for a, in the midst of a dungeon, it will take significantly less time to have Jetayu get the skill that he's going to get there. It'll take like 5 in-game days, and there will be a string of 5 in-game days that's just us hanging out with confidants, so I could literally just save right before I put him in there and get through all the events. Like maybe I could even do it off screen and fast forward it, so that I end up at the point where I need to be, having made all the correct decisions in the game, obviously, and then I can just see if he got the skill. If he didn't, reload and do it again. It's tedious, sure, but it'll definitely help us out eventually. Because until then, Jetayu is just basically burning a hole in my Persona stock, so... Well, that's not even true, actually, because he's a Tower Confidant Persona there, and I have to finish up the Tower Confidant, so he's not burning a hole in there until later, when I get to rank 10 of that. But by the time I get to rank 10 of that, I'll have all my Ultimate Personas already, so... Excuse me, that'll be a thing. And the amount of time that they have to spend in lockdown is directly dependent on what rank your confidant is with the person. So, like, right now, if I put him back in, Shinya's at rank 3, it takes 11 days minus the rank to get the ability, so it would take him 8 days. Now, the next time we gain access to free time, it would take 5 days, like I said, because we'll be at rank 6 with Shinya by that point. And any time after that, we'll be at a higher rank with Shinya as well. We'll get all the way up to, like, rank 8 before... Actually, we may even max Shinya out before the end of November there, so... Once we do, it'll make it a lot easier to get this ability for Jetayu, obviously, because then I can just... Once you get him to maxed out, it'll be rank 10, so then you just put them in, and a day later they're done, so... If I don't get it by that point, then it'll be very easy to get it, is what I'm saying. But anyway, let's hang out with Futaba today. Yeah, I'm free today. Let's work on your promise list there. Oh, that might be a little tricky there. I mean, how are we going to do that if I'm hanging out with you? Oh, okay. Oh, to your room. Oh, okay. I didn't know she was letting people into her room now. That's something. I guess that's progress, but only with me. Oh, this is an older one, huh? Gotcha. Yeah, I can see the red marker, I think. Well, what's wrong about it? Oh. Get along with Kana-chan, huh? Okay. Well, that's terrible. That's no good. Yeah, I can definitely see that happening. Oh, Futaba. That's so sad. And let me guess, you guys formed a bit of a friendship there. Yeah, that had to come as a shock. You probably didn't have too many people saying that to you at that point. Right. Oh, jeez. Oh, well, that was nice of her. Someone's trying to reach out for little sis here, and that's good. Warms my old heart. Couldn't do it. Why not? Oh, jeez. Well, that's not good. Right, photographic memory. That's gotta be a jerk. Oh my god. What the hell? That's terrible. Well, yeah, naturally. I mean, how defensive did you get when we talked to you about your issues being in here? Well, yeah, I don't think that that was something that you could have accounted for. Like, this was your first friend in years, and it's not like you'd ever been in that situation before. You couldn't have known any better. Well, yeah, I guess that's true. Right. Oh, man. Right. Think she knew that you were lying about it? I think that's very mature of you, Futaba. Of course, the question now is how are we going to reconnect with her? But I guess, you know, Facebook probably exists in this universe, so she could probably hit her up on there. Even though she moved away. Right. Well, you have matured since we started your confidant there, so... Okay, that sounds like a good idea. What, that whole spiel? Oh, come on, you think I'm gonna tell anybody? I'm a silent protagonist, man. I don't tell anybody anything. Alright, works for me. Oh, okay, we're adding terms to the deal now? Alright. But for allowing Futaba to confide with us about her old friend that she wants to reconnect with, we get rank 6 of the Hermit Confidant there. And she gains a new ability, Active Support. So now in addition to healing your HP and also giving you buffs that can increase your attack, defense, evasion, or all three, it can also now charge and concentrate you at the same time, as well as recover your SP. So that's really nice rank up for her abilities there. It really helps out.
All right.
I mean, it doesn't happen that often, but when it does, it's usually exactly when you need it to happen, so. And the charge and concentrate, so much the better, because only a select few party members gain access to either charge or concentrate in this game. So other party members will definitely benefit from that. I mean, I'll have charge and concentrate on personas for Saizo there, but the other party members, usually not so much. They're kind of pretty good abilities, so... Stalk her on Facebook. Let's do this. Okay, well, let me know when you get her contact info and stuff so you can get in touch with her. Now make like a cheetah and get the fuck out of my room. Okay, who are we hanging out with tonight? It's a Wednesday and it's raining, so it's not going to be Chihaya, that's for sure.
Back.
We're going to hang out with Hifumi. She's available because it's indoors. Well, that's good. Don't let what they're saying get to you there, Haru. Right. That's pretty much summing up this entire story segment in one sentence there, use case, so. If Futaba was a playable character, what weapons do I think she'd use? A laser pistol. I don't know what melee weapon she'd use, but yes, a laser pistol of some kind, so. I would say like maybe a stun stick or something like that, or a stun baton, but Ryuji gets one of those as a weapon, so it can't be that. Probably some sort of small arm, basically. I almost want to say like knives like Saizo has, but yeah, they usually don't let them do that, so. She could just hit people with her keyboard. I mean, that would probably hurt a lot. She'd have to get a lot of keyboards then, but it's not like we don't have the money, so. Energy sword? Yeah, maybe. It would kind of fit with the whole sci-fi motif that she's got going on, so maybe. Too off the wall? Well, no, I don't think it's too off the wall. It might be difficult to handle because she's not exactly physically fit, but no, I don't think it's too off the wall considering, like I said, it would kind of fit with the sci-fi motif, so. I missed a little bit of this. Hold on. So that was the thing I said, talking about this whole thing in one sentence. No, yeah. So society's just being, well, warped like they have been, so. Right. Yes, exactly. Yeah, that's the spirit. We just need to investigate a little more and read more of Sai's notes. Darth Futaba. Oh, God. Search your feelings, Saizo. You know it to be true. I am your not really cis-biological sister. No! No! Yeah, so let's wait for the change of heart to happen with Haru's father, and then we'll do something about this investigation. And then, well, things are gonna get bad for us, but, well, none of us know that, so we can't really expose that just yet. Yes, Darth Oracle. I wonder if she's played, like, Knights of the Old Republic or any Star Wars games. I mean, I don't know that Star Wars exists necessarily in this universe, but there's probably something similar, you'd think, right? Did I save today? Yeah, I did. Okay. I don't know, man. The movie that we would have gone and seen with her back on the second there was a ninja movie, so it's not exactly giving us any hints as to whether or not there's a Star Wars clone in this universe. But let's go back to our usual hangout spot at the church. Yeah, moon battles. Something like that, yeah. But yeah, we're hanging out with Hifumi a lot here, but again, she was kind of the lowest ranked confidant that we had. By the time we get done with Okumura's, for the free time before Okumura's change of heart there, she should be right up about where everybody else is. Like, Chihaya is going to be rank 5, well, she is rank 5, Iwai is going to be rank 5, Oya is at, what, rank 6? So is Mishima. Oh, that's automatic, so... Yeah, Iwai will be at rank 5, Chihaya is at rank 5, Oya's at rank 6... I think Shinya will be... Yeah, Shinya will be rank 5. Yeah, by the time we do that. So I don't think we'll have, other than automatic ones, we won't have anybody underneath rank 5 at that point, so that'll be good. We'll be in good shape for the days to come. Okay, so let's go to... Oh, that's right, we're not going to either one of these. We're going to Konda Church. My bad. I'm walking all the way over here like I knew where I was going, but nope. Oh, she's chatting with somebody again today. I wonder who it is.
Oh?
Seems troubled again. Let's swoop in and rescue her from whomever this happens to be that's harassing her. I wonder if it's another fan or something.
Okay. So you're the one you're saying we were thinking. Who's we? Oh, God.
That's...
Well, I play shogi with her occasionally. I don't know if I'd call myself a fan. I don't know if I'm in the right classification for that anymore. Oh, this is her mom. Oh, okay, that's why she was kind of being like, well, you know. What kind of weird feelings do you mean? Like, excuse me? Oh, she's not allowed to date. Well, that's not good. I mean, I guess it could be part of her image or something, but that's kind of callous of her to be like, well, you know. Yeah. We're only at rank 5 and I'm already meeting her parents. No! I'd like to think I'm a little bit better than some of her other male fans.
Yes.
Oh, boy. I'm standing right here. Hello? Phrasing, Dudbun, phrasing. I know what you meant, but I just realized which letter. Yeah. I just realized what letter accidentally replaced the E there. Oops. Oh, good lord. What do you... You're making your daughter accomplish the things you've always wanted to. Why don't you just accomplish them? I mean, what are you, like 40, 45? It's not too late. Shogi isn't a children's card game there, lady. It's steeped in tradition.
Sorry.
Well, yeah, like I said, I didn't expect to be meeting your mother halfway through the confidant there. What answers am I giving? She was kind of scary, actually, to be honest with you. I mean, this is... Whatever, that seems kind of prying. This also seems kind of prying. Let's just go with the natural reaction, the first reaction normally you'd see. That's okay, Dudbun. That's okay. I won't tell anybody. It'll just be all over the internet forever. That's all. Well, that's just my first impression, Hifumi. So, I mean, I don't mean to be talking bad about your mother, but... Oh, okay. Wonder if she's probably still bitter about it then, huh? I can see then where you got it from. Oh my god, Dudbun. Oh, good lord. Oh, man. Well, that's not good. Yeah, this is a G-rated stream, Dudbun. What the fuck are you doing? No. No. I have the mature audience's warning at the beginning of the stream for guests for a reason. So don't worry about it. We can say whatever the hell we want around here, so... You know, within reason, obviously. So did she want to be a pro shogi player too, or did she just want to be famous? Because she's kind of pushing you towards the fame thing too. Maybe that's why I feel like I'm so... Like, I feel so much closer to Hifumi these past few days, because it's like we're starting to learn that her mother is having her chase the fame, and as much as I hated us doing that in this past dungeon, it would make sense that we'd be like, well, you know, she's kind of going through the same shit. So... Yeah, not anything. Anything within reason. I'll correct myself on that, so... Don't want to get everybody in trouble here, so... Well, I guess that's a noble cause. I don't know if you should be doing it for them, but, I mean, I guess it makes sense. Yeah, I can see how it's putting some pressure on you there. See, this is the thing. I actually agree with the correct choice in this case, because it's like, as much as it seems like a bad idea because she could be getting household income, which is really helping her parents there, Hifumi has to start doing stuff for herself, man. She's never going to be able to grow up if she doesn't, so... Well, it's just, you know, you can't do everything for your parents all the time. You can try to, and I mean, that means you'll be a loyal daughter to them, but... At some point, you got to tell them I need some space, you know? Then what do they see you as? Just like a face and a name, or? Let me guess, though. The tabloids don't want to hear that, and that's why you're so troubled about it. Well, yeah, that will cloud your vision when you're trying to decisively strike me down on the shogi board. Oh, boy. Okay, well, that sounds useful. And that's how I met your mother for rank 5 of the Star Confidant, where we get a new ability, Kakoi Kazushi, which, again, I don't know what's with all these names, but probably they're like proper shogi terms or something. But this one allows us to attempt to escape from enemies even when we are surrounded. And in combination with one of her later abilities, this will actually be really useful, because later on you'll get an ability where it won't take you multiple turns in order to find an escape route and then escape. You'll be able to escape as soon as you press the runaway button. So if you're planning on doing something at like a low level challenge or something like that in a game, this will make it a lot easier, so.
Alright.
You've grown to like Hifumi a little more? Well, I'm glad. I like her confidant, to be honest with you. I like the character development across the confidant for her. It's good. It's good. I like it. What?
I'll start.
Oh, dear God. What have I got myself into? And we get another point of knowledge. Not that we need it anymore.
Alright.
Until next time.
You know, people could take this the wrong way from this being a blanked out screen there, Hifumi. Oh boy. I need to stop with the innuendos. We're only an hour into the stream, man. I gotta slow down before I hurt myself. Okay, today's a burger day. And apparently it's also a read on the train day. Okay, cool. So from now on, I think we're honestly probably just going to spend... I'm trying to think if we are just going to read only like on the train from now on, or if we're going to read in class again one more time. I think we're going to read in class again one more time, but I'm not 100% sure. But we don't need to really read much of anything anymore, so I'm going to read some stuff for Confidants there. And we'll start with Vague. Yeah, we're not off to a good start today, Dudbun, apparently, so...
Hey,
Takenoko Street in Harajuku. Sounds like a fancy place. Well, yeah, I mean, obviously Morgana, but it might be a cool place to take people out for, you know, a date or just to hang out. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I knew there was a reason I held onto this brochure. And it only takes one sitting to read Vague, so that also helps a little bit. And so for reading that through, we plop Harajuku and Takenoko Street right in the middle of our map there, and I'm going to have to get used to that because I'm probably going to accidentally press Harajuku, meaning to go to Shinjuku, once or twice before I get used to it, so... Yes, exactly, Carbon. I agree with Morgana 100% on that. But yeah, it's a new hangout spot for us, so that's not bad. There's a bunch of other hangout spots that we can get from reading there as well, but I only plan on getting one more hangout spot for a Confidant there, so... I'm not exactly the fashionable type, but, you know, we never did go there with Anne, so we might be able to hang out with her someday there. Like, once we max everybody else out. Alright, good. Used our time wisely. Any questions to answer today? Or is this free time? Question. Okay.
Textbooks open to page...
Page what? Page what? How am I supposed to learn? French Revolution. Okay. Right. It was a bleak and bloody time in French history. You would have had a comment on that. Okay. Damn, that's a ton of people. And I think I know what invention that is. And he's going to ask me about it right now. Yep.
What is the answer?
You'd think this would have been a question like earlier in the year or something, but apparently not. Yes, that's definitely a wooden horse. No, it's a guillotine.
This is it.
Oh, about fashion and drag queens? Yes, I know exactly what you mean by that. I don't know, man. Maybe Lala will eventually actually see that I'm serious about my wanting to dress in drag if I keep working at Crossroads. I don't think that's going to actually happen, but there's always Persona 4 if we want to dress in drag. Alright, it chopped through your spine, so... Yeah, equality in all things, including vicious, bloody murder.
nice going.
But we, you know, had to answer that one right, because that one was too easy.
All right.
Unfortunately, no, Dudbun. Unfortunately, no. Not in this game, anyway. Other Persona games, that's a different story. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Yes, ours is a bloodless revolution unless their brains explode in their heads if we do it wrong. Speaking of which, how many days until Okumaru's change of heart happens? Oh, God. God, that's gonna suck for Haru. Like, holy shit. As much as I've been shitting on her character, when her father dies, she's gonna be so fucked up for a while from that. Oh my God. It's gonna be terrible. Anyway, she's got the whole Mementos thing again, and nope, not happening. Well, I'm glad you think so, Mr. King. Okay, we're probably gonna go see Shinya today. As a matter of fact, yes, we are gonna go see Shinya today, but we'll go from there. And Futaba's ready to talk about her request for Kana there, but we are not going to do anything with that just yet. We'll hold off on that one for a little bit until we're closer to the day that I actually want to go to Mementos about it, so... And we can go save Aiko today as well with Makoto. But, again, I think I'm going to hold off on this one for just a little while. We'll take care of maxing that one out, so don't worry. Yes, that's the unfortunate and sad truth about this. This is kind of where things start to take a downshift in terms of all of that. I mean, it's pretty obvious at this point. I don't feel like I'm spoiling too much to say that we're going to have a hard time of it for the next month or two because of what just happened there. Of course, we're being falsely accused because we didn't actually do it, but nobody has any evidence of anything happening, so yeah. Yes, and in this case, we're actively linked to the crime because we sent a calling card, so it's all going according to the Special Investigation Unit Director's plan, and I don't like when he succeeds because that means we're being used. And as we've proven time and time again, none of us like getting used in this game. So yeah, pretty much. Plus, even if it was spoilers, we're going to get to that anyway before the end of this stream, so it's not really a huge spoiler. If anything, I'm spoiling it an hour before it happens, so, you know. Okay, so today we need to go to Shinjuku to get a guts reading, and then we need to go see Shinya in order to get him to, what was it, rank 4 or rank 5? One or the other. But this is the second to last time we will need to do a luck reading from Chihaya there, because following this, we won't need it anymore. Well, not following this, but following this reading and the next reading, we won't need it anymore because we'll be maxed out. It's gonna be something, Dudbun. It's gonna be something.
What shall we do?
Okay. And here's Fate reading. You can see a portion of the Confidant abilities, but again, just look it up if you're that desperate. Just look it up on the internet. It's not that hard.
Now.
Okay, so we want to increase guts today. And I'm going to need some Ojiru to get all this burgery, gooey disgustingness out of my system, so we're going to have to drink the Ojiru on Sunday as well. Hopefully that'll clean me out a little bit.
What do you think?
Okay, cool. Now we can get more guts today. We eat the Bugel. And then we'll take care of Shinya today, and we'll get some more kindness as well. I didn't get a kindness reading though because, well, we're not going to need it basically. And off we go to the arcade once again. We're spending a lot of time here in Akihabara, although I pretty much don't go to any of the shops. So I guess there's that. We'll probably try to check out the shops on the next playthrough there, because we'll be a little bit more free in terms of our time. Basically because our social stats are actually going to carry over into New Game Plus when we start doing that stuff, so I won't have to worry about doing anything in terms of maxing these out next time, and that frees up a ton of days and nights for us, so it'll be good.
Hey.
It's probably why if you don't manage to max out the Confidants on your fresh game file, you'll definitely have enough time to do it on New Game Plus because you'll practically have maxed out stats, if not completely maxed out, by the end of your fresh game file. So you got another badge. I figured you'd want to try to get something else. Yeah, let's do some more training in Gunabout. I'm sure it'll help us out, and it'll help Shinya out, too.
All right.
All right!
Hey.
Well, I was going to say, how should I know? But I guess I did tell him I know who they are and how to get in contact with them, so. That's a good point, Dudbun. It may have an effect on our confidants based on, the fact that some of them are fans of our work, so we shall see.
Oh.
Oh, those kids are still bullying you? Oh, boy. Yeah, we have a new follower. Hold on. Appropriate, given the fact that we're going to be going to Big Bang Burger in about 2 minutes here. Supersize the fries. Thanks for following. I appreciate it. Well, you'll get there, Shinya. You'll get there. Who's this broad? Yes, you followed at a very appropriate time there, Supersize. It's, like I said, we're going to be going to a place where you definitely can supersize the fries in about 2 minutes once we're done hanging out with our little bro here. So this is Takekuma. He is a professional gamer. Oh boy. Maybe he streams or something. I'm getting a serious sense of like streamception here. Oh boy. The King. That's presumptuous of you, don't you think, Takekuma? You assume you're just gonna beat him because he's a child, and that's not really nice.
You bastard!
Oh boy. Man, I mean, I know that you're okay, but... Oh boy. I was gonna say, well, I'm glad there's not too many people around, but then they all popped in, so, oh boy. Just play, Shinya. Don't think about winning or losing. Just play. Oh god, this isn't good. How did you miss? Use down shot, Shinya. Use down shot. Oh shit. Has he ever lost? Oh my god. Poor Shinya, man. Don't laugh at my little bro. You assholes. He must know something about the game that Shinya doesn't.
You bastard!
Alright, Shinya, slow down now, man. You can't look at him like that in this big old crowd, man. What will they think of your... You got a reputation to uphold, man. I know, but... I think I just said the wrong thing, actually. I'll reload and we'll go back through it. You're actually supposed to say the third option. I wasn't looking at my notes, my bad. Oh boy. Well, that sucked. Well, alright, so what are we gonna do about it? We gotta just keep training until you're ready to be Takekuma. Come on, man. Don't let it get to you. Well, yeah, that's your philosophy, so I mean... Okay. I mean, I guess. And so for watching Shinya lose spectacularly, but keeping his spirits high, we get rank 4 of the Tower Confidant there.
All right.
Cool. But we gotta reload so that I can go and hang with him and say the right thing there. That sounds rather familiar. But anyway, for doing this rank, you see the stars, you know what that means. We've maxed out another stat. We get rank 5 kindness. We have become angelic.
All right.
Cool.
Bye.
Later, Shinya. Okay, so let's just fly through all that. I'll just fast travel and we'll do that, and then we'll be back to here in a moment there.
Ah, you're back.
So before we check that, so yeah, you're actually supposed to say the third option there. I misconstrued my notes there. So, it's okay though. We'll be good. Won't take long. So from here, we need to fast travel over here. Get a reading, and fast travel to Akihabara Arcade. Chat with Shinya, we'll do the third option, then the second option, then we'll go from there.
Oh. What shall we do?
Sorry, technical difficulties, give me a moment. It's basically what this part is there. So We're increasing guts today because we don't need to increase kindness. As I've shown, we will get rank 5 regardless of whether or not we increase kindness. So, but guts, we kind of need that.
What do you think?
And now fast travel over here to the arcade. See, like, if you're speedrunning this game, and God help you if you're speedrunning this game, but basically this is what you'll end up seeing. You just see a lot of fast traveling and fast forward, so it doesn't take long to get back to where you were, but...
All right.
So I'll slow it down once we get to that choice there, so that way we can see what he has to say for himself. Okay, here we go. So, you cheated, didn't you? Yeah, you tell that asshole, Shinya. Get in his face. Right. And that's about it. Not too much of a change, but it does make enough of a change with the musical notes that we've got there, so...
Alright.
Just trust me, I don't want to have to hang out more than... my schedule's tight enough as it is, so I gotta make sure I say the right responses each time, so... But we'll still get rank 5 kindness out of it, so that's good.
Alright.
Bye.
17 hours? Good lord, man. That sounds like an absolute hellhole. You will not see me doing that anytime soon. That's all I know.
You're back.
And Chihaya wants us to hear her out. Unfortunately, I'm not free tonight. I was free somewhat today, but we've got a Cosmic Tower Burger is calling my name tonight, so... We gotta go do it because, again, once... I want to have maxed out social stats by the time we're done with Okumura's... the free time after Okumura's dungeon there, because... realistically, in the sense of the game world, would anyone, including me, really want to eat at a fast food chain after their CEO gets viciously murdered? Like, I don't think that's a good selling point for your fast food joint. So, I mean, that might also get us a discount when we're eating there, but it could also mean that somebody else takes over who uses less quality ingredients or does something else that's shifty. So we'll take advantage of all of the time we need to spend at Big Bang Burger while it's important to the story rather than afterwards. We don't actually need the guts until like rank 7 of EY's Confidant, but we'll do it anyway. Okay, so let's take the challenge. Gain more guts. Eat that burger, and I don't know, maybe we'll supersize the fries tonight as well. Can I even eat all of that? I might end up not even being able to eat the burger if I supersize the fries. Oh boy. Does Big Bang actually close down after this? No, it does not. You can still eat here, and it's basically like nothing even happened here because it's an amenity for guts, and you couldn't possibly have known before you finish Okumura's palace that he was going to get viciously murdered by the true culprit. So, yeah, it's still available, basically. It would kind of suck if it did close down, because then if you didn't have rank 5 guts by that point, you would be screwed. There's like very few opportunities to gain the kind of guts that you can get from here and other places, so... I mean, they could have just reduced the amount of guts that you need to get to rank 5, but, yeah. Well, do you want to bite, Morgana? There's plenty to go around. And we get 10 more burgers. Great. We're gonna go on like... have like 30 burgers to eat. And as proven by Super Size Me, the movie, they will never go bad, so it's not like the yakisoba pan that we got where I expect it would have gone bad, but not these things. They'll be good for the next 6 months at least before they show any signs of decay. And that's why you shouldn't eat fast food, kids. Okay, who are we hanging out with today? Oh, it's Friday, so it's our usual crew for Fridays. Yusuke and Oya are our hangouts of choice for Fridays, and that's who we're going to hang out with. Oh my god. Y'all people crazy. You need to slow your roll. Okay, nothing to do with school today, so we can hang out. And Yusuke is ready to hang out, so good, because that's who I was planning on going to hang out with anyway. We gotta get him ready for his next rank, which would be, let's see, rank 8 next time for him. Makoto, as we've seen, though, is ready for rank 9 already, so she'll be good once we hang out with her. Well, from a leftover sense and from an efficiency sense, yes, I guess that's true, Dudbun, but you think about the idea that that stuff gets, it hangs in the pit of your stomach, and it just makes my stomach feel disgusting when I think about it, so. I won't say it like I'm some holier-than-thou person, though, because I do get a hankering for fast food, especially a good burger every now and then, so I'm not completely out of the loop yet. As I've said before, I love me some Steak and Shake, so I just can't have it very often, so that's I guess that's a good thing in the long run, isn't it? We have Satanta and Incubus, right? I don't know why I keep checking. It's not like they're going anywhere, you know? Two from the same pizza, oh boy. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess that's, you know, it's not bad. I mean, it definitely, you don't have to buy as much food, so it'll definitely last you a while. So like I said, purely from an efficiency standpoint in terms of how much food you're eating and having enough food to last you for a while, it works out. In terms of the repercussions it can have on your body in the long run, I don't really know. But again, not above it. I still eat pizza and chicken wings pretty often myself. I mean, I'm from Western New York, so like, the only thing that I'm missing is a New York style pizza, and then I'd be in heaven basically. Yusuke, so you can go this way. Yes, exactly. In terms of your overall lasting health, not recommended. But it tastes good and it'll last you a while, so if that's what you're looking. Yusuke, what's up?
By the way,
yeah, let's hang out, dude. Well, we all do now that we're done with Okumura's palace, so. Alright. So let's hang out with Yusuke today.
well,
Let's go somewhere fun.
yes.
Where can we go that would do that for him? What's a Jinbocho? Old times of buying curry. I know he gives you a something that we can take home, a gift, if we go to Ikebukuro, but maybe we can save that for later. I don't think I mean, we can go to Ueno and go to the art museum with him again, which just makes sense, and he gives you a gift if you go here too, but I don't think I've ever gone with him to Jinbocho. Let's give it a shot. I don't know the options here to give him increased social rank, though. I guess I did just save it, so I could try and just do trial and error. Fuck it, we're doing it. Well, maybe.
Let us head off.
Alright, let's go check it out. It's not like we go to Jinbocho all that often anyway, so. Well, this bookstore is known for having that kind of stuff available, so. Well, good, I'm glad. It sounds like a pretty incredible book then. There we go. Visiting the old to discover the new. Well, that actually sounds like it would help us in your situation, so. Because then you can see things from a different angle and from the perspective not only of the newer generation, but also see it through the lens of history, so. It's that duality we've been working on again, Yusuke. Right, exactly. No problem. I figured it'd be a decent place to go check out. Well, that's not bad. Even I hate to say it, but even you could probably afford that, Yusuke.
I should have known.
Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Oh, God.
Ah, you're back.
Okay. And our usual hangout tonight is with Oya. So we're going to go and check and see what she's up to. Pretty much nothing because she's in between ranks, but, you know. Maybe we'll glean some interesting knowledge out of the whole thing, but maybe not. Now, I'll leave this one up to you guys there, because the events that happen on the 8th of October and the 9th of October during the day are completely interchangeable. We are either going to hang out with Makoto and get rank 9, or we're going to spend some time with Shinya. Now, when we spend time with Shinya, basically, I bumped the mic stand again, sorry. But what happens with Shinya will be different depending on whether we hang out with him on the 8th or the 9th. There's 2 separate events that can happen with him depending on which day you hang out with him. So I will leave that in you guys' ballpark. Who are we going to hang out with tomorrow during the day? Tomorrow at night we're going to be hanging out with Ifumi, and then on the 9th we'll be hanging out with EY. But during the day it's completely interchangeable, so you guys let me know who you want me to hang out with and I will oblige. Where am I going tonight? Shinjuku. Oh yeah, right. So let's head over to Shinjuku. We'll pass up Chihaya. Not that she's available for a confidant anyway, but we'll go to Crossroads. They really put the decorations up in this place, didn't they? I mean, granted, it's just a few streamers, but, you know. What's the difference? Well, the event on the 8th involves us going to the new place that we just got to hang out at, I think. Or maybe it's Asakusa. Basically, the event that, yeah, it is Asakusa. So we on the 8th, if we go and hang out with Shinya, we go to Asakusa with him. On the 9th, if we hang out with Shinya, we go to Sudobashi, to the theme park with Mishima, and we end up meeting up with Shinya. And in both cases, we can get enough points to get him to his next rank. So, whichever one of those sounds like more fun. It'd either be just kind of us broing it out at Asakusa, or the triple threat of Saizo, Mishima, and Shinya all hanging out here, so... But Makoto's will stay the same no matter which day we do it on, so because hers is directly linked to a confidant rank, so. What's up, Oya?
Hey.
Right. Triple threat? Okay, sounds good. That's what we'll do then. Now, let's hang out with Oya
Take a
then.
seat.
Oh god, she's more drunk than usual. How's she gonna remember all this if she's drunk like that? Well, you know what? She's probably pretty good at this, so... Or she just keeps notes, so if that's the case, she'll probably be fine. But yeah, she's ready for, what is it, rank 7 now? So not too much longer and she'll be all set and ready to go. So that's good. Okay, so we've established that today we're hanging out with Makoto and tomorrow we'll do triple threat. So that's what we'll do. And everybody wants to hang out today, apparently. Including Shinya. And Haru wants to do Memento stuff again, but for God's sakes, we're not doing it till I say so. No, that's fine, Dudbun, no problem. A couple of our usual crew aren't here right now, so it's a little quieter in the chat today than usual, so that's maybe why you're feeling that way. It's no big deal, though. I don't mind. Okay. I'm going to save it here for safety. I mean, I was going to do that anyway, but I'm going to save it here for safety just in case. Because I'm like 99.9% sure that Triple Threat is happening tomorrow because it's the Dome Town event, and I don't think there's any other Dome Town event with Mishima that involves any other confidants. But No, that's fine, Supersize. I don't ever say that that's any kind of requirement or anything in this stream. If you guys just feel like hanging out, that's cool. I'm cool with that, no problem. So, working on another game as well there, Carbon. Okay, that's fine. Like I said, it's not a requirement to come here and chat. If you guys just feel like hanging out, then that's fine by me. Just in the background, that's all. Oh, and you're triple tasking. Okay, gotcha. Sounds a little tough, but I'm glad that I'm helping you out with that, so. I just realized I'm going in the completely wrong direction, aren't I? I'm heading towards Shinya, where I should be heading towards Makoto. Oh, shit. Get me back on the train! Get me back on the train! Wait, no! You can't do this! I'll use fast travel instead. She's up by the library. So we'll just fast travel back. Oops. Just on automatic pilot here, man. I need to slow down. Alright. We did save. Yep, so we're good. Makoto! Wanna save Aiko today? Yep, can do. And after this, we don't need Isis in our party anymore because I'm pretty sure following this rank, Makoto will be ready to be maxed out, so that's the thing. This is a fairly long event, though, so it might take a few minutes to get through it, but that doesn't matter. Not a big deal. So are we doing some legwork or investigative work there, Makoto? Yep, looks like it.
Alright then.
Alright, let's head over to Shinjuku then. Right. Yes, that's true.
Come on.
Okay.
Let's go.
Right. Well, let's ask around. We'll see what the promoters say, and then we'll go from there. I see the Velvet Room has disappeared, probably because Makoto can't come inside with us. You let them come in apart then, or what? I'm looking for somebody. That doesn't sound like a very good... Yeah, that sounds like a threat. Maybe we should ask someone else, someone friendlier. This guy looks friendlier. Do we look like high schoolers? Oh boy. So I'm looking for a host, actually. He's a let's say he's a friend of mine. No, okay. No, not a prank. Okay, not here either. So let's keep looking around, see who else we can chat with about this. I know this guy gives you the right information. I don't remember if this guy says anything important though. Let's find out. That's a lot of discounts. I don't need discounts, though. I'm looking for a host. No, an actual host. Yeah, Shady Place he's promoting, I think. Anyway, this is the right guy. Show me a good time? I don't know about that, especially not in front of Makoto here. I don't know if she'd appreciate that. Yes, well, I seem that way, sir, but you see, I am actually poor. Because if I told him that I had 2.7 million yen, well, I would probably end up in that back alley there, totally face down on the concrete, so let's not. I'm looking for a host. Well, you don't have to be so...
Did you notice this?
Okay, let's try it a different way. Yeah, the host I'm looking for is named Tsukasa. Do you know who he is? In a roundabout sort of way. So you know who he is then, though. Yeah, he's using the sake bottle trick again. Okay. Oh, good lord, man. That's disgusting. Well, that seems to be why he hates Tsukasa, so...
All right.
We have some solid evidence now. Shouldn't we bring her over here so that he can tell her the story? Wouldn't that be easier, or... Hey, Aiko, what's going on?
Hey.
We have some unfortunate news for you. Yeah, just ask, well, one of the hosts. I was going to say any one of the hosts, but only one of them actually knows about it, so. Yep. Yeah, for your own safety. Duh. She's still on that, huh? Mm-hmm. Yep. And we can't have that now, can we? Would you just fucking listen to her, you stuck-up jerk? Yeah, okay. Ah, the wolf in sheep's clothing in the flesh. Yeah, I don't think she's getting the message yet, Dudbud. Hello, you bastard. Only if you're not coming with us. Some bad stuff that we know is true. Yeah, right. Let's see if you know her real name. And so the truth comes out. You motherfucker. Ah! That was pretty smart of you there, Makoto. Nice. Went a little behind Aiko's back, but if it got the message across, hey, that's all that counts. You'd think he'd, like, I don't know, put their names in his phone for his in his contacts or something like that, or do something sensible, but when have any of the antagonists in this game been sensible? Just like he tricked you. How does it feel? Oh, shit. Well, that was what I was about to say, but holy crap. Well, obviously not, Aiko, because Makoto's been there for you the entire fucking time in front of your face and you haven't even seen her. Come on! Well, maybe if you talk to Makoto a little more. She is a badass, Studbun. She's a total badass. Oh, come on now. This has to do with being a good person and a good friend, Aiko. Unless you want her to use her Aikido on you. I mean, look at that stare. Does that look like someone who can't kick your ass? I don't think you will. I'm pretty sure in about 2 minutes she'll have you twisted in a pile on the ground. Let's not let this go though. So it doesn't matter what you say here. You could pick a fight with him, or you could do the sensible thing and say this. This will scare him off, though. Just trust me. Having handled people somewhat like Tsukasa myself in the past, this always does it. I will call the cops, and you will be arrested for threatening people. I'm pretty sure you could get battery for that. They could probably link him to it, especially if they're already looking for him anyway. We dare you. Go on. Yeah, I'm sure you will. Don't even forget it anytime soon. Well, that's that. Well, something like that. Yeah, we should probably get out of here before some bad rumors start spreading. Come on, Makoto. I know a place.
You're right.
Yes. She'll be alright. She just needs time to process, that's all. Come on. That was a pretty bold move, don't you think? It was the right one, though. She really needed someone to snap her out of it there. She was not in her right mind.
I see.
I sure hope so, too, but that's what I think anyway, so... Well, right, but I don't think in this situation it was unwarranted, so... Well, I mean, I guess. What, you like Crossroads, my new hangout? We should have this be our hideout from now on. I mean, look at how secretive that back room looks, man. Believe it or not, I've gotten a lot of good information out of this place. You can meet a ton of people even just working here. Yeah. Something like that, yeah, and we'll encounter a great many more when we work here again later in the game, because we'll have some nights free, and some of them I will want to spend here, so... That's the idea. Well, good, I'm glad. Right. Gotta go out there and see some stuff, Makoto, so...
But
Yeah, well, the old saying is it takes a village to raise a child, but it takes a village to raise that child into an adult and then beyond, so, you know. That would be nice, Dudbun. I kind of wish they gave you that option. They unfortunately don't, but it would be nice. It would kind of give your partners a little more perspective on some things, I think. But you can only choose places that they like to hang out, so it's totally out of your own hands, basically. Yeah, you'd think I'd just kind of be like, I'm the leader of the group, I can choose where we want to go, but no. Unfortunately not. That's a complicated subject, Makoto. Oh, this is a loaded question, isn't it? Yep. Well, she can't learn about romance by herself. I mean, no, you know what? I'm not even gonna let my brain go to that place. No, I was gonna make a comment, but I'm not gonna make that comment. This is gonna sound like a platitude, but it's okay, Makoto. You'll find someone to help you with it someday.
yes.
He'll come along, or she. They'll come along one of these days. Yeah, it just sort of happens. You don't go looking for that sort of stuff, Makoto. It'll happen, and then before you know it, just like that, it'll all be over, so... Yeah, you got entrance exams to worry about right now anyway. Getting involved with somebody right now would... as much as I don't necessarily like agreeing with your sister, getting romantically involved with someone right now wouldn't do you any good, so... Alright, sounds good. So, for getting into a ton of trouble in Shinjuku and getting out of that mess, eventually, with Makoto there, but finally giving the truth about Tsukasa to Aiko, we get rank 9 of the Priestess Confidant, and Makoto gets access to the Protect ability, which will allow her to shield Joker from an otherwise fatal attack.
All right.
I gotta save room for him there, Dudbun. We have we have 3 slots for waifus, and 2 of them are already taken up by Lala-chan and the houseplant, so there's that one hanging out, and it may or may not be Akechi. I can't tell you just yet. But that's, let's see, Anne, Dr. Takemi, Kawakami, Makoto, and Futaba, because again, she's like the little sister, so that's disgusting and gross if we would even think that that could be romantic. To each their own, I'm not saying that. It's just that the way that my brain works in terms of Futaba, I could never see her being a romantic partner for the main character. It's just an inherent part of who I am. It's not to kink shame anybody, I guess, is the point. Anyway, I think so, Lala. Does Lala serve food? I don't think that she does, though. Fresh drama. Oh boy.
Well, all right then.
What's up, Cole?
I needed to get away from my writing a minute. I somehow managed to scare the shit out of myself.
Well, damn.
I just turned on some Killer Instinct music, and then suddenly I'm writing about a horrible tale where werewolves killed.
Ah, you're back.
Speaking of Akechi, hello Akechi, what's up?
Good evening.
On that note, I'm back to writing.
Oh jeez.
Have fun dealing with Pancake Boy.
Oh good god. Later, Cole. Yeah, you're right. It's not necessarily that it's creepy. It's just that, and I think this is a part of my experience with the Persona series already, because the last time in Persona 4, you're adopted by someone kind of similar to Sojiro. Not exactly similar. He's a cop instead of a cafe owner. And he has a daughter, and he doesn't have a wife. And his daughter, her name is Nanako, she ends up being basically like your little sister through the entire game, essentially, even though it's more like your cousins, basically. But she ends up taking on that kind of role of like a little sister. And Nanako's role in Persona 4 is so deeply rooted in my mind in terms of that role that when I got to Persona 5, I kind of automatically threw Futaba into the same role, and I can't for the life of me pry her out of it. So again, it's not. I'm not saying that anybody else thinking that way is creepy. It's just me personally. I don't think I could ever see her in that light. So, yeah. Sorry, it's just an inherent part of the kind of person I am. So, again, Akechi, you don't have to keep apologizing for coming here. It's cool, man. I don't mind.
Thank you.
Yep. Actually, I think he said the same thing last time. So. Are you gonna leave? You know what? He can stay here. Akechi is best handsome boy, yeah. Who are we gonna hang out with today? What's today, the 8th? Hifumi. Okay, so let's go hang out with Hifumi then. And then, so tomorrow, I guess we've found a third time where Mishima calling you up isn't gonna be a trap, because Mishima will call me tonight and say, hey, you wanna go to Dome Town? And we're gonna agree, because it will let us hang out with Shinya as well and get him ready for the next thing, so. She does look to us for guidance, kind of like in a similar way that a younger sister would look like to an older brother, but I mean, you know, you could have that happen between friends too. It's just, I see the role in the way of older brother to younger sister. I mean, for God's sakes, I'm calling Shinya my little brother. Like, I think it's just, like I said, an inherent part of the kind of person that I am, so. It does kind of make it feel sibling-ish, in a way. Like I said, you can get that kind of a sense from friends too, but it's I see it as kind of almost like a sibling relationship. So there's nothing wrong with seeing it the other way. Just I don't think that I could ever really change my opinion on that. So anyway, off to Kanda Church to hang out with Hifumi tonight. We're not getting a rank out of it though, so we're just gonna spend time. Play some shogi, and we'll be good to go. In before my wife is Haru. Oh boy. I can't tell you guys. Who's left anyway? We've got... Oh yeah, but you guys already know how I feel about oh yeah, so probably that's not gonna happen. We've got Haru, and you guys already know how I feel about her. Hifumi and Chihaya. I think those are the 4 left at this point. And of course, Lala, Houseplant, and Akechi, so. But 2 of those I've already taken as being waifus, so. But the choices are narrowing down at this point, is my point there, basically. Pretty soon, all will be revealed. And ready for the next rank. Okay, good. And decisively beaten.
Thank you for today.
Yep, Hifumi, Chihaya, Oya, and Haru, but based on my opinions on Oya and Haru, the likelihood of those happening are fairly slim. But, like I said, it could be what Dudbun's saying. I could be talking down to hide it. You never know. I'm a sneaky bastard like that. EY and Sai, yes, that is true. I don't know though. EY's already got a son. Wouldn't that be a little weird? Like, Kaoru would have to accept me as a bro first before that could happen. And Sai. Sai also, that is true. We'll see. We'll see before long. Oh, you already bought 2 passes? Well, then I'm glad I did this, because at least this way it's not like we're, you know, turning him down and he's like, well, who am I going to use this pass on? He could always call Ryuji, but we'll commit. Guess I have no choice, he says. That actually perfectly embodies how Saizo feels about Mishima right now, at least based on my personal opinion on the last rank we got with Mishima, but anyway. So yeah, we'll go hang out with Mishima tomorrow, and like I said, I'm almost 100% sure that it's the event where you see Shinya at the amusement park as well, so. Mishima just wants to be loved, man. That's all. Question is, will he ever find love? Well, we'll work on his confidant rank pretty soon, so let's find out. A cheater, huh? Well, that's not good. Oh boy, I wonder if it's that guy that he played the other day.
Hey.
Oh, hey, Shinya, what's up? Taking a breather. What's going on with you? It's just a breather, Mishima. We're relaxing at an amusement park. Oh, come on.
Huh?
He sees us through rose-colored glasses, Shinya. Don't mind him. That's the rumor around town. Good for you, Shinya. Nice job. Oh, you beat him in something that wasn't Gunabout? Holy shit. Don't talk down to him, Mishima. Shinya is the king, man. He is the best damn video game player you will ever meet in your life. And he's right about that. Age is irrelevant in this case.
Oh.
Shinya is best pro. Again, I don't like his voice actor, but I do like his character. I'll be honest. I got a bit of a soft spot for him. And for that reason right there, he's such an upstart, man. I love it. Oh, is that your username? Oh boy. You gotta remember, he plays hundreds of people every day there, Mishima, so. Damn! Mishima can't catch a break. Pretty much done, but I mean, we are just doing confidants today, so I'm okay with that. Yeah, more or less. What do you want me to say?
Hey.
Oh, okay, I guess we could go on the theme park rides. That would be cool. Well, what's up? Let's just go with what Shinya was saying on this. I'm pretty sure this is the correct response to get some points with brownie points with Shinya anyway. But you can come, Mishima. Like I said with Chihaya, you can hold our bags. And that got 3 points with Mishima too. What the hell? Oh my god. Let's go.
See you.
But yeah, Shinya's ready for his next rank now, so. All worked out in the end. And we're actually hanging out with him tomorrow, so that works out good, so. Mishima can't catch a break, man. She read my fortune? Really? Well, I guess she is kind of my personal fortune teller now, so in a way. Well, I'm glad I'll have good luck today, but EY's got lots for me to do, so hopefully that good luck will rub off and none of the pieces from the custom guns that we're going to be working on will like fly up and hit me in the face or something. That would just suck. Yeah, that was a good event. I like that one. The other one is okay too when you go to the Sky Tower there, because you're kind of out at the shops and everything, and there's like a shrine and all this other stuff, and Shinya's like, I really don't know why you decided to bring me here. This place kind of sucks. There's nothing to do. There's no arcades and all that stuff. So what do we do? Are we here to pray or something? And then one of the options, the one that gets you brownie points with them, is like, now we're just gonna hang out and eat at the shops. And he's like, really? That's why we came here? We're just hanging out? And you're like, yeah, basically. And he's like, oh shit, that's awesome, let's do it. So, yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Carbon. I think honestly that sort of feeds into it a little bit, my opinion on Shinya and Futaba. I can see them as kind of being like a brother-sister thing. So the nuclear family is complete here. We have Sojiro, who is awesome boss, and we have Saizo, who is the main character, so obviously he's great. And then we have Futaba and Shinya as sister and brother. The family unit is complete.
Welcome.
But let's get some Ojiru. We don't need the proficiency. We actually don't need the Ojiru at all, but I have so much money that I really don't care. I'll just buy it anyway. So. Oh my god. How much of a difference in age is there? Because Futaba's like, well, actually, it's not that much of a difference. Shinya's probably like 11 or 12, and Futaba's like 15, so maybe when they're older.
All right.
I wonder what Tower and Hermit makes, actually. Now I want to find out. Who are we hanging out with tonight? EY? We're going to the thing. We're going to the Velvet Room just to find out what kind of confidant baby they would make. Hold on. Oh yeah, the child units, yeah. I'm gonna find out for you, Dudbun, what kind of baby they'd make. Hold on. Because we're gonna combine Hermit and Tower in just a second. Oh, there's one of those cultural differences, okay. Well, that's a thing. Anyway.
Hey, inmate.
Let's go see what little baby our Hermits and Towers make. Actually, this is a fusion that I'm actually going to be doing in the future. It's the one that I'm going to do when I want to pass on Null Sai. So here we go. I will show you what kind of baby they'd make.
Time for some... You wish
Persona Fusion, Normal Fusion. We will combine Futaba's confidant helper with Shinya's. Apparently, Futaba x Shinya equals Sai.
Not terrible, but not...
What the hell kind of an equation is that? Oh god, I'm so confused. But apparently this does answer one lingering question that I've had. The Judgment Confidant with Sai there is not active yet, because we have rank 4, but Anubis is Judgment, and we don't get bonus points for it. So that's not going to come into play until much later in the game when we actually gain access to Sai's Confidant. Like, once we catch up to the point where the investigation's happening, that's when we'll get access to the experience points for that. Yeah, that's something. That's something, alright. Yeah, I'm out of here. I didn't have anything serious to do here today. Okay, so let's hang out with EY. Tomorrow we'll get to hang out with Shinya as well, so that will help us a little bit. And then we have one last, we have one last burger to eat tomorrow night, but I've just realized tomorrow's Health and Sports Day. And I'm choosing to eat at Big Bang Burger on Health and Sports Day. What was that I was saying about not eating fast food? I think I'm not proving to be a good example of that. Oh, boy. Yeah, let's work tonight. How utterly ironic. Yes. And from the work of my allied... I wanted to say enemy stand, but Hecaton Kairez isn't an enemy, is he? He's an allied stand. We will get more points with EY tonight, so let's hang out with him.
Good.
Okay. Can do.
Got a minute?
What's that? Oh, really? Give me the deets, bro. I don't know that I'll ever say that again out loud. Oh, okay. That's fine. She wanted to sell the baby to the Yakuza? What the hell? Yeah. Oh my god, that's terrible. Oh wait, let me guess. Yeah. That's awful. What the hell, man? I don't know about that. You're saying that, EY, but your smile says otherwise. That's how it is for everyone, man. So why haven't you... I mean, that is kind of his origin story, so... What's up? Why haven't you said it? Oh, yeah, well, there is that. It's probably how my parents felt when they found out about that one dude that I didn't even knock over, but I totally got sued over it. It's probably a little bit of reverse psychology there. Well, I think we know why you adopted Kaoru, then, because you didn't want him to end up like you ended up with your mother? Question mark? Maybe. Huh. You only get one, EY. That's the unfortunate thing in your situation, but you only get one. Gotta love them from what they're worth. Right. Oh, jeez. So that's why he was here. Yeah, he's blackmailing you. Great. Well, right, because he was probably... You probably did some work with him when you were in the Yakuza, I'd bet, huh? Yeah. So he's a blabbermouth, huh? Great. Well, we can't let him have that, EY, can we? So what are we going to do about it, though? He's in the Yakuza. If we do something about him, then things might get a little out of hand. Right. That's the stigma. Yeah. We can't let that happen. Oh, jeez. Right. Well, it sounds like you're working hard for him, so... Or not for Suda, for Kaoru, obviously. I don't know, man, though. We've kind of said the sarcastic options with EY thus far. And, I mean, saying he's kind, he's just going to turn us down. Calling the cops, it's a Yakuza thing. The cops aren't going to do shit. So, this just sort of... You got to do something about this, man. Like, you can't let him beat you. He's beating you into submission, and it's not good. Well, then show him something, man. We got to do something about this. Let me guess, he saw through it, though, huh? Yeah. Damn it. So did he bug this place, or what? Probably just sends people here. Oh, okay. Well, good. I'm glad I could help you out somewhat. Hey, no problem. Oh, you're not getting rid of me that easily, EY. Hold your horses here, man. I'm here to make guns and take names, and I'm all out of names, so we're making some guns. We had a deal, man. Oh, that's right. You know, to be honest, I totally forgot about that. Okay, that sounds good. Not that I've ever used the special menu, but, you know, it'll be there at least. Sounds good. And so for learning EY's life story and finding out just why he doesn't want to let Kaoru down, we get rank 5 of the Hanged Man Confidant, and we get a new ability, Discount, which decreases the cost of customizing your guns with him.
All right.
Not bad. Not bad. We've talked late into the night here, EY. If it got any later, I'd ask if you wanted to go to the diner for some tea. Oh, jeez. Alright, EY. Take it easy. And so if we didn't go to the batting cages, this is where we would have gotten rank 5 proficiency right there. So. But we already did, so that's taken care of.
Right.
Later.
Later, EY. Alright, one more day, then the fallout happens. I think I know. Yeah, Futaba wants to hang out tomorrow since we have it off. Yeah, let's sleep first, then we'll worry about Futaba in the morning. We got things to do though, unfortunately, and Futaba's ready for her next rank, so we can't, we aren't gonna be hanging out with her today, unfortunately. It's a trap, basically. If you didn't have the guts yet, though, I think that's what you get for hanging out with her today. But, yeah, I don't need to. It's more important, basically, it's more important that I hang out with Shinya than it is for me to do other stuff right now. I mean, I could probably, let's see, who's available tonight? Like, Hifumi, Sojiro, since I have rank 5 kindness, I could probably work on that, but we'll do that later. And, I think Oya is available tonight as well, so I can get her to rank 7, but yeah, we got healthy burgers. Maybe I can ask them to make me like a cosmic moon burger, because the moon burger is the one with like the egg and the veggies and stuff on it, so maybe that's what I can make a special request because I'm, you know, already a captain. No sports teams for us to join in this game, though. That's in other games. That's in Persona 3 and Persona 4. And I like the sports confidants in those games, too, so... I mean, I get why they couldn't have it here. There isn't really a whole lot of time for that sort of stuff, but, you know. Yes, Culture Fest is coming up fairly shortly. Like, after midterms, we gotta prep for that. But that's a ways away yet, so...
I should write something.
Okay. Let's save it here. I'll go and turn Futaba down, unfortunately, again. I never get to hang out with her, man. Well, we'll make sure that we do all the hangout events, like, on the next playthrough, probably.
Yo,
Yo, Futaba. Oh, okay, so it would increase your proficiency. Okay. Well, we don't need that at all, so... It is important to get to rank 5 proficiency, though, for a Confidant that we're going to be getting in not too long. By the end of this month, we'll have the Confidant that it'll be available to us, and you need rank 5 proficiency in order to even start it, so... sorry, Futaba, I gotta pass today. I got stuff to do.
aw, what?
Yeah, sorry. Okay, we'll do. We're not doing it today, but, you know... Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too, to be honest with you. It's the other games, from my personal experience, are just as much fun as this one is. So, I personally, out of the 3 Persona games that I'm planning on covering, there's Persona 1 and Persona 2, Innocent Sin and Eternal Punishment. So there's 3 other games that I'm not going to be covering personally. Eternal Punishment never got a release outside of Japan, from my understanding. There might be an English patch somewhere, but. The mechanics in Persona 1's battle system and Persona 2's battle system for both games are vastly different from the mechanics in Persona 3, 4, and 5. And it's kind of... I don't know if I like them that much, to be honest with you. They're not really my cup of tea, basically. So I'm gonna pass on those ones. But yes, I do plan on covering Persona 3 and 4 after this. And out of the 3, out of Personas 3, 4, and 5, 4 is my favorite thus far. It's close to my heart. It was the first one that I played, so that could be part of it. But it's definitely the one that I'm looking forward to the most out of the entire series. Though, as I said, I did manage to get a PS2 emulator working on my computer recently, like within the past couple of days, so we'll be covering other games in the Shin Megami Tensei series as well. We'll be covering Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne, which is the US release of Shin Megami Tensei 3. You don't need to know the stories from the other ones to know the story for that one, so don't worry about it. And we'll also be covering Digital Devil Sagas 1 and 2, because I've always wanted to play those ones, and I haven't had a chance, so... Yeah, pretty much kind of like an FE6 or a Mother 3 kind of thing there, Dudbun. It doesn't have an official English version, so... Oh, that's your favorite too there, Supersize? Yeah, it does kind of have the most homey feeling to it. I get what you mean. It sort of feels like you're the closest to the confidants that you have in that game, almost. It feels like you... Granted, there's more time to spend with them in that game, I think, than there is in this game. So I feel like that's kind of why people feel that way. There's more time to spend with people there. And it doesn't take place in a big city that's like hustling and bustling or everything. It takes place in a small town. So the people that you hang out with are basically like the only things to do in that town. So it almost feels like there's less distracting your attention from them, you know what I mean? Unlike in this game where there's a million other things you can do. That's just my personal feeling, though. The game request document, Dudbun. Yeah, I was going to say, it's right below the stream feed there. It is, if you press request a game underneath the big Google Drive button I have down there, you can see the list of everything that everyone has suggested so far. And then you can make a suggestion of your own, or you can suggest the same thing that other people have already suggested. And keep that in mind that you can do that because I'm going to be implementing the shortlist option soon, where if people get 5 votes on the same game, it will automatically go on the shortlist, and I will play games in the order, like the order that I have now is a game I like and then a game on the list, but it's going to change to a game that I choose, then a game on the shortlist, and then a game on the long list almost. So that's the plan anyway of how I'm planning on doing stuff. It's going to be a little while before I implement it, but just keep it in mind. So I might also set something else up for a separate democratic way to get your game elected onto the thing. I don't know yet. I gotta do some good thinking about that because I have to balance that just right so that it doesn't feel unfair for people who can't afford to subscribe to me, because that's what gets you access to the shortlists right now. If it's not democratically voted in, if you're subscribed, any game you suggest goes on the shortlist. So I have to figure out how I can balance that out with people who can't do that. So because it's unfair to them if they can't afford to pay for that sort of stuff, you know. So yes, that's the plan, Carbon. Once I get to certain numbers, I'm probably going to arbitrarily adjust the number of votes there as we get higher and higher on the list. I feel like 5 is a decent number for right now, though. It's not too few, but it's not too many, I think, at this point, so. You still want to recommend Mother 3? Okay. Okay, well, if that's the game you want me to add to the list, then I'll add it after the stream. Just let me know if that's your official choice. Is that your final answer? But yes, just let me know if that's your official choice. I will add it to the list after this.
What shall we do?
And then we'll figure out how it's all balanced out. I've given some thought to doing something with people if they cheer as well, but I feel like that's kind of the same problem that I would have had otherwise, where if you were to give a certain number of bits, you would have an option of it being on there. But I don't know. I feel like that would be hard to like keep organized, and also it would kind of be the same problem where it's still unfair for people who can't cheer and give me bits. So I don't know yet. I'll have to figure that out. It's a wonder as I'm talking about all this that I remembered to go see Chihaya for the Guts reading.
Now.
But this is the last time we will use her luck reading for a social stat. So. Oh, don't worry about seeing a Fire Emblem game there, Dudbun. We will see. We will see a Fire Emblem game in the future. I definitely want to look at that series. At the very least, I want to play Fire Emblem 7 and Fire Emblem The Sacred Stones. I think I can get Awakening working for on the 3DS emulator. I'm not 100% sure about that. I'd have to look into it a little more. But I would like to play that one at least as well at some point for the stream. So, hey, Conker, how's it going? Okay,
What do you
so.
think?
Done with that improvement reading, so now we need to go see Shinya, and then after that we need to go and eat our last Big Bang Burger. Well, technically not our last, because we'll have 30 of them in our inventory, but the last Cosmic Tower Burger, so. Excuse me. Just got back from your final. How do you think it went, man? Feel like you did pretty good at it, or was it kind of tough? What do you think? And there he is. Alright, so we can hang out with... I didn't show this, but we can hang out with Shinya today and get his rank up again, so that will work for us.
Hey.
What's up there, little bro? Okay, yeah, that's fine with me. You got someplace to go?
Hey.
Oh, okay, so you figured some stuff out about Takakuma. Okay. You missed the most 4 out of 50. Well, that's good. That's good. That means that you're going to get a good grade on it, so that's not too bad. Yeah, I hope it went well as well for you, Conker. Well, thanks, Supersize. I appreciate it. Alright, sounds good. Yeah, let me know if you have a game you want to suggest as well. And like I said, it can be one that other people have suggested already, or it can be one that you choose. The list is, the long list is getting a little bit long at this point. That's why I'm sort of recommending the other way, the short list idea, where you can have a game, if 5 people recommend the same game, it gets democratically voted in. Because it's more likely for you to see it sooner if you vote for something that's already there. As it is right now with the long list, just based on my math, if you get your vote put at the bottom of the list there, it's not going to be seen until probably sometime in 2020, just based on how I do everything. So yeah, check that list out. Like I said, head below the stream feed there, click on the Google Drive button that says suggest a game, and you can check out what everybody suggested already. So it can at times, but you know what? It's not that bad. I'm perfectly okay with it because this is the only time that I have to play video games anyway, so if I can have fun and chat with other people and do stuff with that while I'm playing video games and I can share my opinion on stuff, that's cool with me, you know, that's all that really matters. Okay, gotcha, Conker. Yeah, you should be good then. Okay, sounds good, Dudbun. I may have to ask you for a little bit of help with FE7. From what I understand, it's not that difficult of a game, but I've never played it, so I might need some help with that one. But I'll let you know. I'll definitely let you know.
Hey.
So. Hopefully you've played that one, so... I'm pretty sure. I know that you're a pretty big Fire Emblem fan, so I gotta imagine. Yeah, it was kind of strange. He had to have had some sort of... something going on with the game. I kept thinking there had to have been something he's doing that you either aren't privy to, or he figured out an exploit. So it was weird. Yeah, we've been training hard, so... He's another cheater, huh? Well, that's not good. That's also not good. Oh, boy. Gonna have to come up with a new strategy, then. Gotta figure out a new shot.
All right.
Yeah, that's the spirit. I'll be there to back you up there, little bro. Right, there was that, yeah. Oh, I'll be there, don't you worry.
Hey.
And what did you say about that? Oh, well, that's not nice. I mean, it kind of feeds into the idea that some parents today don't see their kids putting lots of time and effort into things like a video game as being important. I kind of see where his mom's coming from, but it's obviously really important to him, right? So he puts a lot of time into it. You gotta appreciate and respect the time he puts in. You know, it'll make him feel better about his own confidence later. So I don't think that's what it is, Shinya, but that's just me. Sounds like she's taking this in a very predator-eat-prey way. I mean, I guess it is a dog-eat-dog world, but... Right. Well, I don't know that the Phantom Thieves are predators, dude. I mean, that's kind of a weird label to give them. Well, the old strategy didn't work, so like I said, we just need to find a new strategy, that's all. Oh, is that how your parents are too about games? Yeah. I don't know. My folks have seemed kind of okay with this whole thing that I'm doing here. I mean, it's only for a couple of hours a day, so I don't think it really bothers them. I used to be honest with you, when I used to play games, I would get days off from work and I just binge. I'd just play games for like hours and hours at a time. Like sometimes I'd play for upwards of like 8 hours in a single day, and that's like, I don't know. It almost seems like that's a little unhealthy, to be honest with you. So this feels a little bit more my speed. I don't have to be super committed like I was when I was playing games for 8 hours at a time. And when I was playing games for 8 hours at a time, I wasn't playing it with all of you guys watching and chatting. So it was less. It was really, honestly, I'll be completely blunt about it. It was less fun than it is with this. This is a lot more fun than it is the other way. So. Oh, your mom helped you when you get stuck. That's cool, man. That's cool. I had to kind of learn on my own. My parents weren't exactly the greatest at video games. I think my dad had an Atari at one point, but I don't think he ever played anything seriously on it. It was more of a form of entertainment. Which, you know, that's kind of what I'm doing with this now. This is more of a form of entertainment, so. Oh, well, I'm glad you feel that way, Shinya, because I feel the same about you. So, well, that you're like a younger brother to me. Yeah, yep, that's how it was usually, is that because I have Sundays off because of where I work. They're never open on a Sunday. So 9 times out of 10, like, unless I'm doing like a volunteer function, which I sometimes do for where I work, I wouldn't be working on a Sunday. So I just sit there and play games for like hours out of the day. If I wasn't eating or taking a shower, or I didn't have to go anywhere during the day, I'd be sitting here playing video games, and that's. Again, it seems almost like that's kind of... It's not as healthy or efficient of a use of my time, I think. I'm binging, basically, and something tells me I could do something more productive with my time than that, so... Oh, okay, gotcha, supersize. Well, that's okay, though. That's okay, though, because I like socializing as well, so I appreciate you being here to watch and socialize. That's cool of you. And so, for attempting to help Shinya devise a new strategy with Takekuma, we get rank 5 of the Tower Confidant, and we get a new ability from him as well, Ammo Pouch, which finally gives us more bullets for our guns there. So we don't have to be as stingy about using downshot now, because we have a lot more bullets than we used to. So I think it doubles the amount of bullets that you have as well. So you can spam guns now with pretty much a complete abandon, and you'll be okay. Especially if you have an evoker equipped or something like that, like you could just go all out at people with it, so. Uh-oh. Yeah, you can't have your mom yelling at you, buddy. That wouldn't be good. And if you didn't get to rank 5 kindness just yet, well, Shinya at this rank, and I'm pretty sure at the next rank, will also give you +3 kindness. So you'll like I said, if you had rank 4 kindness before you started as Confidant, you're probably fine.
All right.
You'll probably get to max kindness regardless.
Later.
So, later, Shinya. Ah, okay, gotcha, Dudbun. I can definitely sympathize with the long list of backdrop of games that I have to play, because I definitely have the same thing. We'll get to them all eventually, though, so. Oh, are you still in the palace there, Conquer? Okay, gotcha. Well, that's not too bad, though. He's available pretty often, from what I understand. Like, he's available Mondays, I think Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, so you've got some time where you can kind of hang out with him and get it going. There's a couple of in-betweens where he needs you to hang out with him, like in between ranks there as well, but it's, you know what you could do is that if you have Chihiya's rank up to get the affinity reading there, you could do one of those before one of his rank ups, and then you'll get a bunch of points with him, and like it may even skip over an entire requirement to spend time with him. So I would try doing that and see if that helps out. Anyway. Well, right, gotta make sure he's okay as he transitions into becoming a better person. Yeah, I didn't think that would happen. Right, he's been kind of out of his element, so. well, we'll have to see what's going on with her father once this all happens. And it's all thanks to us that her father's going to die tomorrow. Fuck me, man. Why'd you gotta jinx it, Morgana? Like, we didn't even know about it. Now tomorrow you're gonna feel like shit because you just were like, well, I hope it goes the way it always does, but no, it's definitely not going to. Yeah, like I said, Conquer, the December Palace is the longest one in the game, so it definitely takes a while to get through. So I totally feel your pain on that one. Yeah, that's what I would do, just to ensure that at every single rank with Shinya, you don't have to spend time with him. I would get an affinity reading before you see him, each time you see him, to get some extra points. So. Well, you won't have long to wait there, Dudbun, because in just a moment we're gonna go see what happens. We could go hang out with either Oya or Hifumi tonight, but we got to get that last burger out of the way. We'll have plenty of time to hang out with all these people after the events that will transpire in just a few moments. So. And let's actually look, though. Hang on. Sojiro's ready for rank up, and I can actually do that now because we've got the correct amount of stuff there. Oh, I should mention as well, if anybody else is playing and following along like Conquer is there, if you haven't maxed out Yoshida yet, and you're kind of like, you've been doing other stuff with your Sundays, make sure that you max him out before you get to November in the game, because in the middle of November, he is no longer available as a confidant because that's when the election starts to take place. Like, he has to be away in order to be ready for the election. So if you haven't maxed him out just yet, I would definitely recommend taking some time out of your schedule. He only takes 10 hangouts to get done, and then you're done. So take some time if you haven't maxed him out yet. Max that man out because he will not be available in the last month of the game. So definitely don't want that to happen. Oya is available for rank up, so she'll be rank 7 next time we hang out with her. Mishima is lying. Hifumi, rank 6, I think she'll be at there. So we're pretty even now on our nighttime confidants there. And EY, we need to get ready for rank 6, but we'll be hanging out with EY in a couple of times very soon. So he'll be about even there. I tried to structure it so that all of our nighttime confidants would be about even there, because it lets us do all of their requests and mementos that they get eventually at once. So it'll be your third session in the palace. Yeah, that honestly sounds about right. We'll probably have about between 2.5 and 3 streams in the December Palace there. It's just that long. That's usually, like I said, why I try to split it up into 2 separate sessions so that it's not so ridiculously long that you start to feel like it's a slog, you know what I mean? But it kind of just depends on how much time you have available in the game. If you don't have the time because you want to max out your confidants, it's better to get it done all in one in-game day, even though it feels like a slog, you know what I mean? So, okay, one last burger. Let's do this. And then we'll see what happens. It's not going to be good, but we'll see what happens. We got a guts rating, so this should be it right here for our social stats. And then we can read and do activities with complete abandon, and we won't have to structure them around our social stats anymore, so that'll be good. Granted, I doubt I'm ever going to eat in this place ever again, so, I mean, that's fine. You want to say you're about halfway? Well, that's not too bad. It depends on how long you play, obviously, but I think the first time I went through the palace, it took me, like, I want to say almost 6 in-game hours to get through the entire palace. It's long. It's not an easy thing to get. I can't blow through it in one single stream session like I have with a couple of other palaces. So it's a long palace, man.
Now then.
Excuse me. One last challenge, one last burger. Let's do this.
Nice.
I ain't giving up on this. Come on, Morgana. You see me eat this a million times. We'll be good. I'm gonna have to wait a whole week for Ojiru, though, man. Holy cow. But we have 30 Big Bang Burgers to heal ourselves in palaces now, so we'll just go on a binge of those eventually. And there's the stars, one last rank, maxed out. We have rank 5 guts. We have become lion-hearted. So now, I am the ultimate human.
All right.
Maxed out stats. So that's one down. Now we just got to finish all the Mementos requests and max out all our confidants, and then we'll be good to go. Okay, here we go. At 92% approval rating, let's see just how badly this is going to screw us. Because it's not going to go well. What's up, Haru? Well, that sounds about right. Most other people have had press, if they're, you know, in power, they've had a press conference that happens afterwards. Good, Conquer, that's good. It's a good milestone to have, because having Invigorate 2 plus the SP Adhesive 3 there, it makes it a lot easier to just spam high-level spells at people, because then you don't have to worry about the SP cost. You basically get it back all at the beginning of your next turn, so... Should we be congratulating her about... Well, I can't say that. I know more than the characters do, so I can't really say that. It's definitely a possibility if he knows anything about it, but again, I mean, we should know what shadow contracts are, considering we do them in Mementos for people, so he could have just done all of his dirty work in mental shutdown business through shadow contracts, so... Okay. Yeah, sounds good. Let's all get together before then. The rooftop? Okay. Oh, do you? Okay, yeah, we could meet up there. I'll make sure I bring Futaba with me. Yeah, you can come in with me, Futaba. We'll all be there.
Oh?
Good question. Oh boy. I'll have to call him later, make sure he's good to go. Yeah, it definitely makes a difference there, Conquer, that's for sure. Oh, do we have a question to answer here? Oh boy. I mean, companies have done stuff like that before, so... Yeah. Well, that is partially true, but again, any publicity is good publicity for a corporation, so... Oh, is there a psychological test? Boba and Kiki. I don't think I've heard this one. Let's check it out.
You.
Probably A, because Boba... The round and bulbous nature of B kind of reminds me of a boba, whereas the sharp definition of A sort of reminds me of the sharpness of the K at the beginning of Kiki, if I had to guess. Yeah. I still got it with my some experience in psychology there.
This is it.
Yes.
Yep. It's just a feeling I got. I can feel it. Yes. Well, that would make sense then. So it's inherently a part of our nature, huh? Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
Nice going.
Again, I don't need to answer these questions correctly, but I feel like we'll give it our damnedest anyway, you know?
All right.
I have an image to uphold as the perfect student. Well, yeah, I guess that could also be true. Well, I sure hope so, my friend, my furry friend there. We're gonna have to see what all happens here. Oop, texting in class. Oh yeah, I guess I gotta bring Yusuke into the school too. Like our school rooftop, yeah. Oh boy. Okay, sounds good. Oh, she keeps a flower bed on the rooftop. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know about that. Oh, okay. So she has a gardening hobby. All right, well that's okay. That's cool. Okay. Man, they're really trying to set the anticipation high, aren't they? Okay, we're all here.
So you're the one who grew these, Senpai.
I guess we've all kind of seen these up here then, haven't we? Well, I don't think I've seen these, though, myself. Probably if you came up to the rooftop, you could see them, like, in the interim between the beginning of this semester and the end of Aokumura's palace, so...
You can just call me Haru.
Okay, no honorifics, then.
Seasons are changing soon, so I thought it'd be nice for the plants to change as well. This time, it's a Yusuke Kitagawa production.
Oh, is it?
All I did was add some, how do I put it, aesthetic simplicity by balancing the color placement.
So you planted tomatoes, is that what you're saying?
Furthermore, Haru chose the flowers herself. It will surely be a great bed no matter the arrangement.
Yusuke seems to be getting into this, though. Maybe he's good at flower arrangement, too. Maybe that's how you can make money, Yusuke. You can be a floral designer. And then you can still paint in your spare time. I don't think there are cat trees. I don't think that's how cattails grow, Futaba.
Weren't you a shut-in until just recently?
You'd better photosynthesize while you're here.
Damn, dude. Have they been there since the beginning of the game? Yeah, well, that goes to show how much attention I've been paying. Oh, boy.
Perhaps the Snapdragon should go 2 more millimeters to the left.
Can you even tell, Yusuke? You're looking above the plants, man.
That's not gonna make a difference.
Well, don't.
Hey,
He's
you
the
know
one
how
who's
we
designing
made
this,
school
Anne,
festival
so.
as our celebration party?
Oh, have we been? Okay.
Anyone else think we should have a real celebration on top of that?
Yeah, that is kind of a forced celebration. We don't really have a choice in going to the culture festival.
I must agree.
So where do you guys want to
Not
go?
only a celebration, but a welcoming as well. I'd like to do something among ourselves.
Okay.
Let's do it then. A joint party to celebrate and to welcome Haru.
Okay, got you, Conquer.
Oh, you don't have to do that. The school festival is more than enough.
No, I'm pretty sure they're gonna insist.
How is everyone else supposed to get excited if the star of the party's not into it? Well then, how about a night party
Ooh, that sounds fancy.
at Destinyland?
Destinyland?
By Destinyland, do you mean that Kingdom of Dreams?
We're going to Japanese Disneyland? Oh my god.
It would be a bit late, but there are some plans that allow us to rent out the park for the night.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure that's... Well, wait. She is the daughter of the CEO of a very large company, so I guess she could probably arrange that for us, couldn't she? That's kind of a good question, Dudbun, but at this point, the school is in such disarray that I don't know that anybody would tell Haru no. And I'm sure if they did tell her no, she could just, I don't know, complain to her dad, and he'll be like, listen, you let my daughter do whatever the hell she wants, or I'm gonna bankrupt your school. So...
The entire park?
That's a lot of rides.
You're talking about the Destinyland, right?
No, I'm talking about the little circus attraction on the side of the road, way out of town.
Didn't you say you'd like to do something amongst ourselves?
We didn't expect it to be that big, though.
I did, but
You can just get that short notice, huh?
Hold on, I'll go check.
Oh my god.
She really thinks like a celebrity.
Yeah, well, that's how she's lived, Anne, so I guess we can't really fault her for that.
The heck's she gonna check?
If she can rent out the entire park for a night, I'm guessing.
Guys, it looks like it will work.
When? Like, in a few months, or?
We're really gonna have it at Destinyland? Not like one of the restaurants, but the entire park?
That sounds incredible.
Even just for one night, the price is insane.
Well, she doesn't really think in terms of that, Futaba. She's... rich people don't think that way. If they want to do something, they just sort of do it. So,
Oh, that won't be a problem.
yeah.
We had originally booked it for a company party, then had to call it off because of the scandal.
Oh, so you already kind of had it planned.
We'd barely get anything back if we canceled the reservation, so why not take advantage of it?
Sounds good to me, man.
wouldn't that be oddly conspicuous, though?
What, that she's going to a park when her father's having a press conference? No, it's just something to get her out of the house.
It's still officially under the company's name. We needn't worry.
And she can't. They can't tie it to all of us anyway. So okay, cool.
In that case, let's do this.
So when is this happening?
We'll just
Exactly.
celebrate twice as hard today.
Is it happening tonight? I don't think they directly said that. So. Boy, that's gonna be a bit of an expensive to do, Dudbun. But I'll keep it in mind. We could all meet up at Disney World or something, and then.
I'm sorry for disrupting everyone. You did come to help me after all.
That's a big ask, but I'll keep it in mind if I ever get to that point.
So, seriously.
I'll probably have to be at it for about 200 years, but I'll give it a shot. You don't want to know, Ryuji.
Real?
No, I guess they checked it out. But yeah, apparently she could just rent it out whenever she wants to. I mean, they had a reservation granted, but we're going to Destiny Land tonight, so that'll be something. Could I pay for the plane tickets too? Sure, why not?
That was delicious.
So they modeled this after Disney World then, huh? Because is the castle there in Disneyland? Like, is Cinderella's castle in Disneyland? I've never been to the one in California, so I don't really know. So, yeah, it's just one of those things that they're never going to tell us, unfortunately. Along with how much the model kit was worth, so. There is one in Disneyland? Okay. I guess that makes sense. Like I said, I've never been, so.
The food was arranged on my plate as though it were paint on a canvas.
Well, they are kind of arranging for one of the richest young ladies in Japan, so.
The staff brought out this table and food just for us, huh?
Is that a Minnie Mouse cap that you've got on, Aunt? What does Futaba have on? Hold the phone.
I thought if we were going to dine together,
Ryuji's got a
we'd
Mickey
do it
Mouse
somewhere
hat
with a
on.
view.
I can barely see what it is. We'll find out when she talks. Hold on. Well, yeah, this is a view. I mean, they have... How many fireworks do they have? It seems like they've been going for a while. Yeah, it's quite a...
VIP life is incredible.
We've got the whole park,
Not
Dudbun.
that I'd expect anything else from a private rental.
The whole park to ourselves.
There really is no one else here.
Yeah, except for the workers, obviously, so...
We are the rulers of the Kingdom of Dreams.
Oh, come on. Show me what you've got on your head there, Futaba.
Is this lighting just for our sake as well?
No, I think they do that normally at night.
That's right.
Oh, apparently not.
It's beautiful.
It's not as
There.
beautiful as
There it
you.
is. I was gonna say, it looked like almost like a Pluto costume or something, but now it almost looks more like a Roger Rabbit hat. Huh. That's something. Yeah, that would be an easy day, Dudbun. Yeah, it's bunny ears. It looks, like I said, it almost looks like a Roger Rabbit getup. Well, that's
what
just
couples
great.
say, right?
Do you want to be a couple with Inari? I thought you didn't like him.
Almost anyone would fall for that line in front of a site like this.
Well, that's probably true. This is quite a sight.
Lady on.
Oh, God, Morgana, no, that's not what she meant.
Come on, you guys are getting way too excited about this stuff.
You say
Cock
that like
blocked
you're not
again.
tapping into your inner child too, Ryuji.
Yeah, come on, Ryuji. I heard you screaming like a little schoolgirl on the Space Mountain ride earlier. Come on, man. You can't fool us.
This is just because Futaba kept nagging me to put him on.
And there's that.
I did not.
You said something like that.
I think you're holding out, Ryuji. I guess fighting brings you closer. We'll say that.
That's a good way of putting it. I wonder if that has to do with where we are.
Well, we've all just been fighting and bickering a lot over the past month, but we made it out of it, so. Still intact.
My, this is so heartwarming.
It's like something actually went well for us for once. What a concept! But of course, as players, we know better.
Honestly, I would have liked to see the parade as well.
Oh, they didn't do the parade tonight?
But given how sudden the request was, they couldn't get enough staff together to do it.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you know, we still got the whole park to ourselves, so.
Perhaps that will have to wait until next time.
there's gonna be a next time? We're gonna rent this out again? Well, I guess we do know Haru now,
this
so...
party's totally the best one so far. It's freaking amazing.
Yeah, the calm before the storm.
I'm glad to see you're enjoying it.
And in a few moments, one of us is gonna pick up our phone to see how the press conference is going, and well... Oh god.
Be careful, Haru. You've shown these guys what luxury means.
Now we're gonna expect it.
This'll really raise the bar for our next celebration party.
Yep.
You're already talking about our next party? Don't you think that's somewhat premature?
Well, we already know where we need to go from here, though. We need to figure out the true culprit of the mental shutdowns, and maybe Okumura will give us a hint on that when we look at the press conference, and then we'll be able to research it more and read more of Sai's notes, and then we'll be able to go from there. So, the next celebration may not be as far off as you guys think.
Still, how do I put this?
Don't say it. Please don't say it. Haru, please don't say it.
I met Mona-chan. I got to know you all. Isn't everything going a little too perfectly?
And here we go. This is where it all goes
It's
downhill.
actually a bit frightening.
You worry too much.
Yeah, okay.
I must just be overly cautious because of my circumstances up till recently.
Well, your caution is well in place, Haru, because you don't even know the half of it. We still have another party member? Maybe! You'll see.
I'm sorry for bringing it up.
You'll see, Dudbun.
Hey, isn't it almost time? You know, for the press conference?
And bad things will happen in 3, 2, 1.
Father,
Here we go.
Thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedules to gather here. Today, I'd like to elaborate upon the whole truth behind my company's labor situation. How my employees were forced to work under severe conditions. How lax we were with sanitation.
I knew you put black ooze in the burgers. That's why they tasted so good. You bastard. You made me eat a persona. What the hell?
And how my corporation acted as a whole to cover up every facet of this scandal. For all of this, I wholeheartedly apologize.
It's a deep bow.
Are you saying all of this was done under your orders?
Isn't a deep bow not a sign of respect in Japan? It's like a casual bow. Isn't like a narrow bow or like a not so sloped one, like a 15-degree angle? Isn't that the respectful one? I don't remember much about Japanese culture, but I think I remember that.
Yes, I am solely responsible.
And all the people I went to board meetings about it for.
We heard that dozens of your employees were forced to resign due to mysterious illness. Furthermore, these happen to be officials who stood against your proposal for overseas expansion. The same thing also happened to executives at competing companies who were looking to expand abroad. Is all of this true?
Yes.
Was it all coincidence? We'd like some answers.
About that, I have a critical piece of information to announce here today.
And here it goes. Because you know our luck.
Here it comes. Okumura is going to say who's really behind the mental shutdowns.
We hope. But you know our luck, viewers. You know our luck. It's not going to be that easy. And gone.
Okumura-san?
Yeah, they're pretty robotic until that happens. Holy shit! He's leaking ink! Yeah, basically. Hit the fan, flew all over the room, flew out of the room and out the windows, flew onto people's cars, hit the neighborhood dog, hit the neighborhood newspaper boy, and just generally caused a bad time for all of us. So, yeah. Yes, he was the black ooze all along! Oh god, does that mean I was eating pieces of him in the burger? Fuck me, I need to go throw up now.
Father?
Your dad's dead, Haru.
Why did he collapse?
That didn't look right at all. Don't tell me.
Yeah, something bad happened.
Ona-chan, what's going on? No, that's
Yes,
impossible.
that's exactly right, Carbon. Yeah, we did everything the same, so that means that somebody tampered with this somehow.
You're right. We followed all the same steps. We made sure we just took the treasure, too.
Right, we didn't kill him or anything like that, so...
I should call home.
This isn't our fault, is it?
Well, the viewers know that, no, it's not our fault, but we're going to spend several days in-game puttering around and trying to figure out if it is or isn't our fault, I'll tell you that much.
It's been okay all 4 times so far, ever since Kamoshida.
If we let the shadow live, the real person won't undergo mental shutdown, right?
That's what all of Futaba's mother's research pointed to, at least from what we got out of Futaba's palace, so...
That's how it should work.
Well, I mean, that's a possibility, Dudbun, but considering the fact that, you know, like, Kamoshida was left when his palace exploded, Kaneshiro, Madarame, the only one who wasn't left when their palace exploded previously was Futaba, and obviously she's fine, and they were fine to give their shutdown, their messages for their change of hearts. They didn't have a mental shutdown, so... we did everything the same way. It's just that we didn't double check to make sure that nobody was gonna just go in and assassinate him before the palace was over. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Of course, they don't know that yet, but...
What's wrong?
This is the same. I remember now. It's just like what happened to my mom.
And she had a shutdown.
So this is the moment when mental shutdown occurs.
Oh boy.
But why did they target Okumura-san?
Perhaps they knew what we were up to.
Damn it! What the hell's going on here?
Somebody's been, looking in on all of the stuff that we do. We've been used!
I have to go.
We need to
I'll
get you
talk to
home,
the staff
Haru.
before I leave. Feel free to take your time.
Jesus Christ. I can't even imagine what she's going through right now.
Haru!
Like, I will say this, for all of the shitting on Haru that I've done thus far in terms of how her character's introduced and all of that stuff, this is where it sort of comes full circle, all of the things that I've said, and it makes it even worse if the things that I said are being, like, if you agree with the things that I said about Haru and her character and how she's taking the most roundabout route possible and not just talking it over with her father, it makes this even worse, the full circleness that comes through here. It makes what she's going through even worse because now she would realize I should have just talked to him. Why didn't I just talk to him? It's bad. But yeah, in the meantime, they got fireworks going, so there's that, right?
This is our fault, right?
Well, again, I can't tell you because the characters don't know, but yes, it isn't our fault.
I'd like to think so.
Some welcoming party, huh?
Can never go our way in this game, can it?
I'll get in contact with Haru later.
Okay.
But for today, I think we should all return home.
Yeah, that's probably for the best. We don't want people seeing us all together anyway. Because if they know what we've been up to the point where they could cause a mental shutdown, well,
It's been a while.
that means that us all being together is a very bad idea for the time being.
What are you watching? That's...
Oh god, Akechi, don't throw up right here.
But perhaps Okumura was bitten by his lapdog.
What do you mean, Sai?
Are you implying that the Phantom Thieves triggered a sudden mental shutdown on Okumura?
But the way that you referred to us as his lapdog implies that you think we were doing the mental shutdowns for him? Which I guess follows along with your hypothesis at the beginning of your notes, but is still asinine. But anyway.
There might have been a falling out of sorts, so the Phantom Thieves abandoned a useless employer.
You say that like we're the Yakuza or something. Like,
And to cover their tracks, they dealt with Okumura.
I guess in a way, though, it kind of makes sense, because if you think about it, Sai's father was killed by a gang that operated much in the same way that she is thinking we would have operated for Okumura. So I suppose in a way the way of Sai's thinking makes sense, even though at the same time it makes no sense whatsoever if you know anything about who the Phantom Thieves are and what their operations are. So
I hate to bring this up, but I'm actually here about that.
about what?
Did you find any evidence?
No. Actually, there's a chance that the party behind these aren't the Phantom Thieves, but someone else.
Oh, you think there's a third party involved? Well, that's very astute of you, Akechi, because obviously there is.
How do you mean? You were suspecting the Phantom Thieves as well.
It is still hypothetical at this point, but I don't want to rule it out.
We're searching the Okumura residence tomorrow. Same with Shujin and its principal. We will find evidence on this, no matter what it takes.
Well, you can't just pin it on somebody, Sai. You gotta find actual proof. There is that legwork that your father talked about, you know.
By the way, I wanted to ask you something.
Yes?
You haven't looked at my laptop or taken files from it without my permission, have you?
Oh shit, I think she found out about her sister doing that. Oh boy.
That's quite out of the blue.
There were traces that someone transferred data from it. It was only a small error pop-up. But I noticed it immediately after I had that argument with you last month.
Sensing some tension that's starting to form between these two. Oh boy. Alright, Dudbun, take it easy. I will see you tomorrow for the next stream.
And that's why you suspect me? Oh, please, give me a break.
Are you saying you didn't?
As a detective myself, I honor the value of information, as well as the effort invested in it. I take pride in what I do. I thought you, of all people, would understand such values, Sai-san.
Yeah, definitely some tension forming between the two of them.
I apologize. But then, who stole my data?
Yeah, you don't really want to know, Sai.
I let my guard down. They're mine. I'm the one who will catch them.
Oh boy. The plot thickens even further. Well, it was live, so they wouldn't have known to put a warning in the video. Yeah, he's dead, folks. Well, that didn't work out for us at all. This is what happens when you chase the fame. A little too soon, Ryuji. No. No, he's dead. He's dead, Jim. Well, yes, because people have died from having a mental shutdown before, Yusuke. I think your choice of words there was supposed to be, can someone die simply from having a change of heart? And it's never happened to us before, so yeah, we don't know. Well, if you want to be technical there, Makoto, Futaba wasn't in the best of health either because she was a shut-in, so I don't know if that's even connected. Not much of a joke, Ryuji. I don't hear anybody laughing here. Well, we've never necessarily seen what happens. It's a trial and error process, so yeah, no chill. Absolutely no chill. You think again, Morgana? I'm just gonna go with the vague answer because I don't want to get with Morgana in trouble here. It's gonna be hard to act that kind of normal in public there, Makoto, considering what happened. Yeah, we gotta keep her in our thoughts tonight, and for a few nights, so. That's the question. Because we're in some deep trouble. No, Morgana, she's not going to be fine. She's not going to be fine at all. But on that note, now that we've seen the full effects of our mental shutdown of Okumura, that's where we're going to call it for today's stream on Persona 5 the Stream Edition. Next time, we'll try as hard as we can to pick up the pieces, try to live as relatively normally as we can, and prepare for our midterms. Good lord, they're like less than a week away. How the hell is Haru even going to do okay at that, considering what just happened? I honestly couldn't tell you, because that's some serious shit to take. But we're all going to have to pull through for her sake, and hopefully she'll be not all right, because it's not going to be all right for a while for her, but we'll hopefully be able to support her on the next episode of Persona 5 the Stream Edition. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream, and I will see all of you on the next one. Take care, and have a good night. Jesus, this is heavy. Hasn't been this serious in a couple of months there in terms of how bad our situation is. What do we do from here, though? That's the question. Guess we'll find out.